is just so real. Already know exactly how you feel. See the head, not like seeing a steeple. You damn well know they're one of the people. Nobody breaks us, nobody made us, and no one can take this cause we got their fix. We are the people, we are the people, we are the people, don't mess with this. Let's go.
Good morning. It is Patrick and the people, and you have made it all the way to what, Tuesday?
Happy Tuesday.
You survived Monday. That's great news for you. You know, you're here. Hey, scooch in a little bit, Matt. Yeah, there you go. Everybody scooch in a little bit. Let me roll out today's cast to you. You know Rich Rockwell, the Bruce Buffer of Arkansas right here.
Yes, sir.
To my right. Matthew is back, our Bigfoot enthusiast. How are you, buddy?
Doing good.
Host of the award-winning Drunken Cryptid podcast.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Congrats on
It's still
that.
surreal to say that. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's great, man.
A lot of people like the show, so keep liking it. There is a contest right now. If I get the 500 subscribers on YouTube
Yeah.
by the 15th of January, I have to wear a mullet.
Oh, a mullet.
Oh,
Yeah, so I have to get a mullet for the, I'm doing a live show.
What, are you going to grow your hair out?
No, I can't grow my hair out anymore
Are
like
you going
that.
to get extensions? That's what you need to get extensions if you're going to do it.
Don't give him ideas.
Yeah, get him to get extensions, man. And to my left here, it is Dustyn Bundrick, Bundy Electric.
Yeah,
what's
what's
going
up?
on, my man? How are you?
Doing good, man. How are you this morning?
Man, I am all right. It's going to be a good show today. We got a lot of good shit to talk about today. That is for sure a lot going on.
I haven't seen Bundy since I. We're not going to talk about
Yeah,
that.
no,
We're not-
come on, man.
no, I
Hey,
don't know
about
what
2
to-
points. What a game, though. That was an awesome game. It's been a little while now.
You know, I don't know anything about basketball.
Yeah.
Not a thing.
Yeah.
And I went home after that bet, and I was like, all right, let me see what I got myself into.
Right.
And so I see Michigan is ranked 14. Arkansas is unranked. And I'm like,
Yeah.
in the bag, right?
Sounds familiar.
Didn't even watch the game. Went to bed, woke up the next morning, 15
Saw
text
me.
messages as soon
Yeah,
as I
talking
opened my phone, you know. I guess you're going through a table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah,
We'll get you a table up here, and is Patrick going to put you through it?
Yes, I am.
Hell yeah.
A little retribution there.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
it. I like it.
Speaking about retribution, man.
Yes, sir.
Main event for the Arkin Brawl.
Oh, shit.
A lot of news coming out about it,
Oh,
man.
shit.
Yeah, Patrick's gonna go one-on-one with Jimmy Buffet.
That's right.
Me buffet.
That's right.
And the
I'm gonna cancel his service.
Yeah, and the Vapors Heavyweight Championship will be on the line.
Yeah, the buffet is going to be closed. That's what's going to happen. You know, he's going to step on a pop top and go home.
Well, if y'all want to find out more about that, there is now officially an event page that I made for it on Facebook
Okay,
yesterday.
nice.
Yeah.
So you can just go look up Arkin Brawl. It has a hyphen in between.
It's January 25th. It's a completely free show for,
Yeah, it's
gonna be awesome,
you know, all
man. I'm
ages.
stoked about it.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a hell of an exciting show, man.
And if it's cool if I just release some news here.
Go ahead, man.
One of those promotions, the promotions that the promotion that I co-own, Vapors Championship Wrestling, has now decided to move from Hot Springs down to Little Rock, actually
Oh,
right here at the Patrick and the People studio. So
Yeah.
when we return in March, we will be at first a bi-monthly event that everybody can come out to.
That's
and bring
awesome,
the
man.
kids.
Right here at the Legion Scaffold Center, baby. That's going to be awesome, man.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is
I like
great news. That is great news for everybody, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get into some news here. A Senate investigation is accusing Amazon of tweaking workplace injury data to make the warehouses seem safer than they are. The report was released Sunday. It comes after an 18-month probe into 7 years of Amazon workplace injury data. Among the findings that Amazon warehouses are less safe than the industry average and that Amazon workers are twice as likely to be injured compared to employees at other warehouses. Amazon rejected the findings, arguing it's made significant improvements and accusing the committee of twisting information to support a narrative. Well, a new study out of Spain suggests that walking 7,000 steps a day will help reduce the risk of depression. Okay, there you go. Walk 7,000 steps a day. Everything's going to be all right. An interviewer is in hot water with Jennifer Lopez fans for a comment about her age. She was in L.A. Sunday with Variety's senior awards editor Clayton Davis to promote her latest project, Unstoppable, in front of an audience. He gushed about her 30-year career, then let slip the 55-year-old was, quote, getting up there. J-Lo had apparently prepped for his style of interviewing and turn that into a win, taking time to thank her fans for being good to her through the years. But the audience was a little surprised by that. Hey, J-Lo, you're getting up there. No, that's what you want to say. Having pets witness a marriage has been accepted in a lot of places in the country until now. If you're looking to tie the knot in El Paso County, Colorado, you should know officials there no longer accept marriage certificates with pet paw prints as witnesses because for some reason people had pets witnessing marriages there. Yeah, no, that's legitimate, right? The reason is probably not what you would expect. They said ink residue from paw prints damages office equipment and raises concerns about document validity. You don't say.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
You don't say. You don't want a dog print on your... Come on, man. The woman accused of sneaking onto a Delta flight from New York to Paris last month arrested again. This time she tried to sneak into Canada. Her name's Svetlana Dali. She's a Russian national, holds a U.S. green card, arrested in Buffalo. Law enforcement says she cut off her ankle monitor and the person she was staying with called to report it. She was trying to cross the Canadian border in a Greyhound bus when she got apprehended.
So why? I mean, what's going on in Canada that she's...
Well, no, she's just trying to get out of here.
I mean, I understand that, but...
Canada won't... It's, people think you can just walk into these other countries. They're always... But it's not like that.
Well,
No, not at all.
I mean, Canada, if you don't have the
try
proper
southern border, I
documents...
hear that's open.
Yeah, some say it is. Yeah, it might be. Let's see. Boston Rob has a new gig. The former Survivor and Deal or No Deal Island contestant will kick off a show on Peacock, YouTube, and NBC's website January 8th. He'll chat with eliminated players to break down gameplay and talk drama on the island. So if you like that, there you go. The new district attorney in L.A. is skeptical about Menendez brothers' push to get out of prison. Eric and Lyle Menendez have spent about 35 years of a life sentence for the 89 murder of their parents in Beverly Hills. In an interview, the new DA, Nathan Hochman, rejected the notion that the years of abuse they say they suffered at the hands of their father was not taken seriously in 95. That's been a key claim of the defense. The family supporting the brothers shot back through a lawyer saying that he hadn't talked to anyone in the family except the one member who labels them as killers. So we'll see what happens there. Summer drone-related incident in New Jersey back in 23 has resulted in an arrest. A drone was spotted dropping dye packs in pools in Atlantic City. Now an Atlantic City man has been charged with criminal mischief and conspiracy. Anthony Spina dropped dye packs from a drone in summer of 23 to turn pool water green and yellow. They said he did it to residential pools, commercial pools, caused thousands of dollars of damage.
Conspiracy for what?
I don't know,
Fighting
man.
with people?
I don't know, man. It's weird, isn't it? Kim Kardashian helped secure the release of Dawn Jackson, a New Jersey woman who served 25 years in prison for fatally stabbing her step-grandfather, a man she said abused her. Jackson wrote letters to Kim that led her to advocate the case to the governor, and he commuted her 30-day sentence. She'll be released early and placed under parole supervision until 2029, with Kim continuing her work to help others get out of prison. Getting little kids to be on their best behavior is not easy. Leads some parents to use threats or bribes to keep them in line. This says a quarter of moms and dads even threaten 3 to 5-year-olds no Christmas presents if they're being naughty, that Santa won't come. Only 25% use that. 75% are missing the hell out. No, that was an ongoing threat all year long.
Right?
Especially you get it up around Halloween. It gets real loud about that time. About that. No, I'll hold that over your head for 3 solid months, man. What are you talking about?
Right up until they realize Santa isn't real.
Hey. What's wrong with you, man? Santa's
No, that's
very
what
real.
that's
Very real.
I tried to play that card just for fun.
Spoiler alert.
With the kiddo, he was acting up a little bit, and I was like, you don't want to get put on the naughty list of Santa, and he was like, Santa's not real, Dad. And I
You
was
said,
like,
shut up, bitch.
well, there goes that card.
Feeling lucky? Tonight is the Mega Millions drawing. It's a big one. The jackpot, $740 million. That is the 8th largest in history. It's also the biggest one ever in December. You'll have to match all 6 winning numbers in the drawing to win the jackpot, but don't start thinking about how you'll spend it just yet. Dreaming big is fine, but the odds of winning it One in 302,575,350.
Wow.
But
But
always,
there's a chance.
If you hit it.
I always say
So you're
somebody's got to
saying-
win.
Right.
May as well be you. You know why not?
Never tell me the odds.
Yeah, that's Han Solo, I believe.
Exactly.
Yeah. Unfortunately, 2 people dead, 6 injured after a school shooting at the Abundant Life Christian School in Madison, Wisconsin late yesterday. The suspected shooter, a 15-year-old girl, Natalie Rupnow, who also died from what was self-inflicted. The 2 victims were a teacher and a student. 2 of the 6 wounded in critical condition last night. Images of the supposed manifesto turned up online last night, and the Madison police chief said the document was still being verified. They did say the original 911 call to report that someone was shooting at the school came from a second grade student at about 10:57 a.m.
Wow.
Man, that's got to be horrific.
Yeah,
man.
that's horrible.
That is horrible. TikTok asked the Supreme Court yesterday to issue an emergency delay in the enforcement of a ban on the platform set to go into effect January 19th, unless the company ByteDance sells the site. A similar plea was filed by content creators and some of the over 170 million TikTok users. TikTok CEO met with President Trump at Mar-a-Lago yesterday, but details on their conversation not released. Majorities in the House and Senate bipartisan passed the law earlier this year, and Joe Biden signed it in April. Let's see. The FBI has warned a handful of U.S. lawmakers in classified briefings that the Chinese government is gunning for them with propaganda. The officials were told the party is working to create fake stories. They receive bribes to support Taiwan over China. The aim of the plot is to undermine U.S. support for Taiwan, according to us. Let's see what else is going on here. New vehicles will have a new reason to make a noise starting September of 27. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration said yesterday it's finalized a rule requiring a warning to sound if rear seat passengers don't buckle their seat belts. The new rule applies to all passenger cars, trucks, buses, except school buses and multi-purpose vehicles weighing up to 10,000 pounds. Why do school buses not use seat belts?
That has been an age-old question,
Right.
man.
I mean, I've heard people argue it'd be worse if they did, but I don't know that
understand
I
how
believe
that's
that. I
true,
mean,
yeah.
how is that possible? I mean, those seats aren't any softer than the ones in my vehicle,
I mean, I guess entrapment is the only thing I can think of.
I guess, but
'Cause it's not like they're very, you know.
it just seems like they just want to save money.
Right. Right. Yeah. That's
I mean,
exactly what
I
it
don't know
seems
why
like.
you don't just put some seat belts in there.
Man, I read that headline yesterday, and I hate that. My wife's got one of the cars that it dings for like 2 minutes if you don't buckle.
Maybe you don't put it,
right.
well, buckle your ass up.
No, I just get so.
I know I get aggravated too, but then I go, guy, I guess I do want to live.
Right.
Let's see.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
I mean, you know. Right.
Never bring a gun to an underwear fight. Khalil Nagby arrested in front of the Pentagon last week. He tried to drive away with a Pentagon police officer clinging to his vehicle. That didn't work out. He was found to have a loaded firearm with 16 rounds. The officer who stopped him smelled weed, ordered him to get out of the vehicle, which led a brief attempt of running. Suspect reportedly had a Glock switch, would make his weapon fully automatic in his underwear. And no wonder the officer smelled weed. They found 14 pounds in the trunk. You know, it's great to come out of the Pentagon and act like a fool with 14 pounds of weed in the trunk and a switch in your pants. I mean, come on, man, you dumbass. An anonymous philanthropist this is good news, has been distributing $100 bills to residents in Avery County, North Carolina, impacted by Hurricane Helene to bring hope and relief. The Secret Santa, who gives away $100,000 every year, visited homes and businesses across the county, which was damaged by the hurricane. So he's just hoping to bring a little holiday cheer. I think that's great.
Yeah.
I read something about that guy. He does that every year all across
Yeah.
the country.
Yeah, it's
Super
really
dude.
cool.
And you know, to me, like it's great that they do that. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to take away from it. But why is it always at this time of year with the holidays? Why not the
'Cause-
rest of the year?
Well, Santa doesn't show up on Valentine's
Well,
Day.
I
If
mean,
you believed in Santa, you would know that, Rich.
Exactly. I was about to say that. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, why don't you get with the program, Rich? The Driven Foundation, an Illinois nonprofit, recently gifted a wheelchair-accessible van to a Chicago family to help ease their financial burden and caregiving challenges of supporting a child with special needs. Funded by a retired firefighter, Ben Wozni, The organization partners with Mobility Works, converts and certifies these vehicles, which are not covered by insurance. And with the support from his daughter and friends, the foundation has provided vans to 2 families and continues to fundraise to help more families in need. So that's a good thing. This is wild, a weird story. When you think of AC/DC, you might not think of Lady Gaga, but as she told Zane Lowe on Apple Music's Carpool Karaoke, she has personal experience with the band. The host brought Brian Johnson himself into duet with Gaga on Highway to Hell. After they sang, she revealed she was in the 2000 video for AC/DC's Stiff Upper Lip when she was 17 and was told to stop headbanging in the back of the crowd. She told Johnson and Lowe they were like, don't headbang, we want it to be modern. By the way, Johnson said he was blown away by her vocals. I mean, not a shock. I mean, she's got chops. I mean, I may not dig her music, but she definitely got pipes. Let's see, man, this is wild too. Certainly a sign the movie could be a hit. The trailer for 28 Years Later, that came out a week ago, has had crazy, insane numbers. Not only is it the most watched horror trailer of the year, 60.2 million views in 24 hours, but it's the second biggest horror trailer of all time on day one. Behind only It Chapter 2. The response was so immediate, Sony's decided to release the first film in the franchise 28 days later digitally, December 18th. And 28 years later will hit the theaters in June of next year. Are you interested in that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I enjoyed the first. The first one was great. It was a new take on everything with the zombie genre.
Yeah.
And then with the 28 Weeks Later, was it the follow-up to that one,
Yeah.
which was really good as well. So, I watched it. I'm not going to lie. It's one of the people.
And they've got some of the original folks, I guess, back in it, in this one, right?
I believe so. I didn't really pay too much attention to the trailer, just knowing this
Yeah.
was coming out. So I got excited.
Are you a fan of the franchise?
You know, I watched the first one, I guess, when I was younger, and I just didn't care for the first one. I was.
Are you a
young.
zombie guy?
Yeah, I like zombie movies,
Yeah.
but just didn't care for 28 Days Later. I didn't catch the sequel. I never saw it.
Gotcha. What's your favorite zombie movie?
Man, probably you got to go with the OG, Night of the Living Dead.
That is a great one.
Yeah.
Dawn of the Dead's pretty great. What about you, Rich? You're not a zombie guy?
No,
No, it's all right.
I've
You don't have
never.
to
I mean,
be.
I've watched
Like
a couple of
zombies or
movies, but
Santa.
I've just huh?
No zombies or Santa.
Yeah, neither one. He just doesn't like anything.
Not even a zombie Santa.
Talk of a tunnel that would connect New York and London has shown up again. Elon Musk has thoughts on it. Called a hyperloop. The idea would be pressurized trains using vacuum tube technology, like at the bank.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you put it in it, you know what I'm talking about?
Right.
They would travel the tunnel at a speed of over 3,000 miles an hour. A Newsweek article used the length of time it took to create the non-pressurized tunnel that connects the UK and France and determined that project would take 782 years. Reports have also pegged the cost to be in the neighborhood of 20 trillion. To that, Musk proclaimed the Boring Company could do it for 1,000 times less money. And so we'll see. I don't know how he comes up with that or if that ever happens. I'm not sure. Sounds good, though, right? The sports. A police report obtained by ESPN yesterday morning says that Auburn defensive lineman D'Angelo Carter, also known as Trill, had been shot in the chest late Thursday night. The incident went down in a parking lot in uptown Charlotte. He was transported to hospital, treated for 2.5 hours, then released. Fortunately, no surgery was required. Damn. You know, medical technology's come a ways when you can get shot in the chest and not have surgery. Now, it may be a small caliber or something. I don't know, but that's crazy, man. Let's see. Some heavy hitters in the upcoming NFL postseason took serious blows this weekend. The Athletic focused on 3 playoff-bound teams to determine how high level the panic should be. The Detroit Lions, it says their panic meter should be 8 out of 10. They've taken more than their fair share of defensive losses this season. The hits kept coming Sunday. Lee McNeil has got a torn ACL. Khalil Dorsey is out with a leg fracture. Carlton Davis might not be back from a fractured jaw injury if the Lions make it to the championship game. And then there's the offensive side of things where David Montgomery is done for the season. So their odds are shifting at the wrong time. The Seahawks says panic 7.5 out of 10, losing Geno Smith to a leg injury will require Sam Howell to get some meaningful reps in a hurry. Yeah, that ain't gonna work out.
He ain't gonna be like Geno.
The Chargers 6.5 out of 10. Jim Harbaugh might see his team finish the season with 10 wins, but getting dominated on both sides of the ball like Sunday doesn't give a lot of optimism for a playoff push there. The Chiefs, look, you're not stopping Mahomes. Look, he'll put duct tape on his ankle. He's good.
Yeah.
There's no panic at the Chiefs. They're fine. They'll put a wheel on his foot and he'll be all right. San Francisco 49ers, 5.5 out of 10. Brock Purdy looked less than stellar Thursday night. What happened to him, man? I mean, like for 2-3 years, this dude was just killing it, man. And then, they get to the Super Bowl, they take an L. Here they are, and he falls apart this year. What's going on there? Any ideas?
Yeah, I think part of it, they had a Super Bowl team, and then a lot of the players do leave.
Yeah.
They can get better offers from other teams, and so they.
So you think he
he's on the
got
same team.
skeletonized
Yeah.
over there? Okay, makes sense. The Steelers,
That's me.
fortunately for Jay Watt, it was only a sprained ankle, but the Steelers are 1-11 when Watt doesn't play. As Mike Tomlin put it, the loss against the Eagles was a loss. Let's not get dramatic. I don't know. It's pretty dramatic.
Yeah, that game was. Our offense couldn't get anything going. Our defense really couldn't stop them. The referees did a really good job of helping the Eagles out as well.
Yeah, of course they did, right?
No, there's lots of blown play calls that they should have called. And I'm not saying that would have changed the game, but would have made it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Just the way our offense played was horrible. So yeah, hopefully we can clean it up. Come back on Saturday against Baltimore.
Man, I want to root for Russell Wilson. I really do, man. But I don't know. He's streaky, man.
So
he came out again, much like Brock Purdy. He comes out early, it does dominant, gets a Super Bowl, goes back, and then.
Well, so with Russell Wilson in Seattle, he was a beast. He really was.
Yeah, he was.
Go to the Super Bowl, they win. Again, teams do get cannibalized after they go to the Super Bowl. There are a lot of free agencies. Other teams are offering them money. They come try and get them.
Yeah.
That's how the NFL works. Russ goes to Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Horrible coaching staff. Horrible system doesn't work out. I mean, prime example, the number 1 draft pick goes to the worst team.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean it's going to be a good fit for them.
Sure.
Baker Mayfield is a prime
So you
example.
think it was just a bad.
So I think it was a bad combination going in. Gets to Pittsburgh, and I was on the fence with Russell Wilson coming on board and Justin Fields coming on board as our quarterbacks because we've been hurt since Roethlisberger left.
Yeah.
And Justin Fields, was 3-1 as a starter for us at the beginning of the season. Russ comes in, he's only lost 2 games so far.
Yeah.
So I think the older Russ is there, and to knock the rust off.
Ben had a Super Bowl, didn't he? He got 1, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did he get 1 or 2?
He got 2.
He got 2 of them.
Yep.
Yeah. That was pretty early on, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was early. Yeah. So we won the first one in 2006, and then we won again in 2010.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he did a good job for everybody. All right. How about LeBron James? After an 8-day absence, he finally took the court again during the Lakers 116-110 win over the Grizz. The coach said his absence was for personal reasons, told reporters he was unaware of how James spent the week-long break. James said that he had to be convinced to take time off for care for his sore left foot. The all-time scoring leader added, if it was up to me, I'd have played, but I have a team, and I have to listen to them as well. So he's saying his team said, listen, get your ass home, get healthy.
Right.
I don't know if I buy it or not. I don't know. There's something more going on here. We don't know what it is, but I promise you there's something more that is going on.
Got some breaking sports news. This just came across ESPN a few minutes ago.
What's that?
Conor McGregor says he intends to delay his return to MMA, big surprise, and has agreed to face Logan Paul in a boxing match in India.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Going to fight Logan Paul in India.
Well,
Hopefully it's not on Netflix again.
Yeah.
Man, what's the weight difference there? I mean, Conor McGregor's not a heavyweight.
No.
I mean, that's a significant differential there. I mean, even if Conor McGregor in his prime,
Right.
that's a massive body size difference. Or am I wrong? Am I missing something here? Isn't Jake Paul?
Yeah, Jake
he's a
Paul's
pretty
got a
big
lot of
guy,
weight on
right?
him. Yeah, for sure.
What is he, 6'4"?
Yeah, he's tall. He's up there, and he's got some weight on him.
And Conor McGregor's maybe my height, maybe 5'10", 5'11", I'm guessing.
He's under 6 foot.
Yeah. I mean, he's a wiry, tough bastard, but you're talking about someone
5 feet 8 inches, 155.
He's 5'8".
5'8".
Wow.
yeah.
155. And Jake Paul
Do
is
you want me to use my
what was that? 100? What he weigh in? What was that fight? 185?
What? Jake Paul?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's see. Tell me what his is again. I don't remember. Jake Paul. Jesus Christ.
Oh no, this is Logan. He's gonna.
Oh, it's Logan. Oh, he fights
he's
Logan.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, the other brother, the
Yeah.
WWE brother.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
You know, he fought Floyd a couple of years ago.
yeah,
Logan.
y-
Logan.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, did he? Yeah, he went to sleep on Floyd's shoulder. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Floyd held him up for a couple minutes as they slow danced until he woke up and went, "Oh, I'm still fighting."
That's
Yeah.
interesting though. I don't know if we'll ever see Conor McGregor fight.
Still.
I don't know, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
they ring
I'm
again.
not sure that look, I loved the what Conor McGregor was for sure. I mean, look, he changed the whole game. I mean, he's one of the best trash talkers in the history of sports. Period. You know, he was very electrifying, but like every fighter, there's a time frame where you're not in your prime anymore. And I'm not sure that he's not at Ronda Rousey level right
Yeah,
now.
No, and that's what's happened.
You know, I think he's just past his prime, and now he's just come off of. I mean, that was no small break that he had on his.
No.
I mean, he had floppy foot.
Yeah.
You know what I
You
mean?
know,
I
he was
mean,
supposed to
that's-
come back and fight Michael Chandler after they did the coaching on the Ultimate Fighter, and he delayed that for some small minor injury. And you heard some about it. Michael Chandler keeps calling him out, but I guess he's postponed that altogether.
Yeah.
Going to do the boxing thing against the Paul brother. Get a
Yep.
fat check.
Well, yeah, I'm sure.
No,
That,
no. That's you're.
I'm sure he'll cash a check. So what's the size differential in those guys? Because Logan's not as big as Jake, right?
Right,
I had
right.
it
Yeah, he's
just-
not as
So he's probably.
he's tall though. He's got a lot of height.
Does he?
Logan's taller than Jake, I believe.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know. That's
Logan comes in at 205 pounds, standing in at 6 feet 2 inches tall.
yeah. Now, come on, man. You can't. That's not a fight, man.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. That's like putting me against the Nathan Kirby. I mean, in the ring. I mean, come on,
Right.
man. Like I stand a chance against Nathan Kirby, no matter how good I am. I mean, I'd have to
No,
get
I
just
see
one good shot.
I see Connor taking a couple shots of whiskey and then going in the fight. That's why I see. That's
Yeah.
just his personality. That's just who he is, and he's just that.
You know, he just caught that charge. He just
Yeah.
got found
Yeah.
guilty of the rape charge. I think. This
Well,
is
I
just
think
a
that was
way
a
of,
civil court, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that that justifies anything. I'm just
Right,
saying
right.
civil and criminal are different.
No, I just say that's. I don't think. I think this is just his way to try to get MMA fight.
change some attention.
Yeah, change some attention. In an MMA fight, you line up. It might be 8 months away or something.
Right.
I think they're going to try to get this out pretty quick.
Well, and he probably Logan just watched his brother cash a real big check.
Right.
And he's like, who can I fight and make some
Right.
money? I need some of this cash. You know what I mean? And I don't blame him. I mean,
No, you got to
I'm
give
just-
it to them.
I just need
Between
them to
the-
both be knocked out. That's all I need in my life is to watch them both. I'd like it at the same time would be great, but I don't think Conor McGregor can do that. I mean, honestly,
Connor's the guy.
and he's got to swing up on that dude at 6'2". If he's 5'8".
If he can get in close, he can do it.
And you got to give it to him though. If this
Yeah.
goes through between the two of them, they've already fought Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather.
No, I mean,
Right.
I mean, they're look.
If they can get in here with Conor McGregor, that's just another one to add to their list.
Yeah, I mean, pro sports like boxing is becoming it's sistering up with the WWE in ways
Yeah.
now.
Right.
I
But
agree.
You
boxing
understand
needed
what I
that.
mean by that?
Boxing
Oh, yeah.
needed that though. Boxing was on its
Well,
way out.
boxing was in trouble.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
the viewership's been down a long time, so factually, this is probably bringing attention to it.
Yeah, and I say that as a boxing fan, but after you watch a couple of UFC pay-per-views and then try to watch a boxing.
Yeah,
match,
and
you know.
well, you don't have any. I don't know, man. I mean, when's the last time you had a boxing champion you were really excited about that, that just had a lot of swag and you were like, yeah, I want to watch them.
Arkansas's own Jermaine Taylor.
Jermaine Taylor.
And he hadn't been the champ in
how
12,
long?
15 years,
Yeah,
something like that.
That's what I'm
So-
saying. I mean, it's been a while, and
Mhm.
and even as great as he wasn't the champ that long.
No, he wasn't the the
I-
best boxer in the world
No.
by any means. But
So I mean, after post Mike Tyson, who's the most exciting fighter? Floyd Mayweather,
yeah, Floyd.
and he bores me, to be honest with
Right,
you. I mean,
right.
now when he first fought, he was pretty exciting.
well, he knows how to make money now.
No, he's brilliant, and he's very rich
Right.
because of it.
Right.
He knows how to stay in the ring and take
Not
just
get
the right
punched.
number of
Yeah.
hits. But I get tired of watching him run.
Right.
I like watching people go in and just start pounding. Pause.
No, honestly, that's why MMA is so much more entertaining. Boxing is really a limitation on the fight. Whereas MMA, it's a fight.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just like on the street. You don't just box.
Yeah, exactly.
You do anything you can do when you fight, man.
I still that kind of dimmed it a little bit for me that he's gonna go against Logan and not Jake.
Yeah,
Jake's done called McGregor out for a long time.
Yeah, well, I mean, again,
Kind of feel like it's just, the other brother popping up and being like,
Well,
I'll be in the spotlight this time.
Well, he needs. Look, he's jealous. Jake just got a fat ass check, man.
I mean,
you know how much money he made?
You telling me Logan's not getting fat ass checks in the WWE?
Not like that check.
That's true.
No, how much did he make off of that? I'm trying to 40 million.
Was it 40?
Yeah, Mike made 20. He made 40.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, $40 million for a single fight.
For a dance.
Yeah, really, not even a fight. It wasn't even a fight, honestly. It was.
I fought harder with Netflix than either of those guys.
Yeah, no, just trying to get a signal was harder than that.
Seriously.
No, you're right about that. Hey, listen, if you're looking for a vehicle, look no further than Fitz Auto. My vehicle I'm driving today, which is a great vehicle, came from Fitz Auto. I have a low payment, low down payment. They work with you on that. Work with you on your down payment. Make sure you get your payment right. They're late models, they're low miles, and I know you're like, hey, I got some credit problems. That's what they specialize in. They're their own bank. They don't have to call anybody else. You don't have to wait for them to go in the office, negotiate with managers, make phone calls. They're the finance company. The buck stops with them. Go to fitzauto.com or just go down in person, 8421 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock, okay? And then if you need electrical work, see Bundy Electric, man.
Yeah,
How do they get a hold of you, buddy?
Man, you can find me on Facebook, Bundy Electric. LLC on Facebook, and hit me up. We'll get you fixed up. Whatever you got, commercial, residential, remodel.
Yeah, he just one of my investor clients. I have a new client who's an investor. Just bought a home to rent here that they're turning into a rental home, and you just flipped out the electrical for them, didn't you?
Yeah. They had a super old system, an old screw-in bus fuse.
Oh yeah, the fuse system, man. You know, if you got fuses in your electrical panel,
give me a call.
You need to call Bundy, man. That's some old tech there, isn't it?
Right. But we were able to get it switched out, no problem. They were great to work with.
Good.
And you see a lot of houses in North Little Rock, Faulkner County that have those old screw-in bus fuses.
Yeah, you sure do. So or the knob and tube and stuff like that.
Tube.
Yeah.
If you got one of those, give me a call. We'll get you fixed up.
Yeah. All right.
I want to interrupt them, but this is what we call a computer.
I know.
What are you doing over here, man? What are you guys over here having your own meeting, team meeting or something?
Yeah, there was Alex Johnson had commented on Facebook and said, I do miss watching the games with natural-born Steelers. I will be back when I get a car. And so he's over here like, hey, man. Hey, let me respond to that. I'm like, so you click you type in the computer.
Well, I made the comment before we went live. I'm like, man, everybody's got a laptop, and here I am, like, hey, what's up?
Oh yeah.
So I'm just sharing it over here with Rich.
Yeah.
No, that's great, man. We'll get you a coloring book, little activity book, keep you busy.
Co-host.
Only if I was a former Marine.
You're right. You trying to get in a fight today? What are you trying to do, man?
Shots fired.
Oh my God, that's something right there. All right, let's do something different. What do you say? Let's move on and. All right.
Oh, some people are talking some trash to you about Jimmy.
Who's talking trash?
Well, Tammy. She says, Jimmy
Tammy.
is a heavyweight. Same for your match against Jimmy. Jimmy is a beast.
Yeah, the buffet is closed. There'll be no more service out of that buffet, Tammy. I'm sorry to tell you. I love you, and I like your boy, but he's going to meet a man in the ring.
I got to step back here for a minute, though, because you mentioned it earlier, man.
Yeah.
How many views has that video of you going
God,
through the
thousands on several different social media.
I did not expect it to blow up the way it has, man. I've seen that thing so many times.
People
just wait, Rich. Just wait.
Yeah.
Just wait.
People seem to enjoy me being hurt.
I tell you what, though, man, I'm ready. I'm going to double bow my shoes and everything, tie them nice and tight, Don't need anything taking flight.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, you better time them because my shoe certainly came off, man. There's no doubt about it. I think that's probably what sold the videos when my shoe flew off,
Right?
Because he yanked me with a force up over, man. That was, I still have nightmares, a little flashback about how high up I was going. It was like, am I ever going to come down? And then, boy, when I came down, it was,
Cram.
yeah, it was like, whoa. And this big ass jumped on me right there after I come off a table. I got something for you, Jimmy.
Pinned you down.
I got something for you.
Gonna shut down the buffets worse than COVID did.
Yeah, that's right. Shut the buffet down, but better than COVID. That's right. That's exactly right. That's a great line. I'm going to save that one, man. I appreciate that.
This will be your catchphrase for the fight.
Yeah, right. Right. Maybe it will be. This is really interesting, and I think this is something that we got to take seriously. We got to talk about. Let's be honest. We're all adults here, so I'm just going to give you a warning. We're going to talk about an adult theme. But the holidays are great, but they're even better if you can have celebratory themed sex during them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, if you're looking to put the X in your Xmas, here are a few Christmas themed kinks to wrap your candy cane around and enjoy. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I like it. I like it.
Crimbophilia. It's crimbophilia. This is what someone who's excited by Christmas in ways that go beyond presents and decorations. Attending holiday parties in sexy and revealing Christmas garb, maybe lingerie, wrapping yourself in tinsel, or Christmas-themed role play are ways to dig into crimbophilia.
Okay.
Does you get turned on by Christmas things like that, Matt?
No, but I'd be into the party.
You'd be in, yeah, okay.
I'm going to the party. Yeah.
I've never been, but I'll take the invite, you know.
Yeah, same.
I'll bring a
wasn't
box.
into it.
Yeah. I said, is my dick in a box?
There you go.
Some people have a legit thing for snow, and no amount of cold can hold them back from doing their thing in it. But if you're not one of those, some fake snow indoors can recreate the scene. Could you go in the snow, man?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's nowhere I couldn't go.
Okay. In the snow. Now, I guess I'm the only one to say, no, I have a no snow rule.
Yeah, no, you're not the only
No,
one.
I
I was waiting.
Well, you said fake snow.
No,
right?
I know. I'm leaning outside, real.
Okay, yeah. I'll still go for it.
Yeah, I know you. I got that from the first time you said it. Yeah, no, that's youth speaking. See, I'm not gonna have my ass hanging out in the cold. I'll tell you that. Let's see, Santaphilia. You can think Lauren Graham in Bad Santa for this one. It describes someone who has a fetish for Saint Nick and can't wait to sit on his lap and get a present, if you know what I mean. You know, you see that every year popping up in the old stuff, you know, where they bring the Santa and the elves and they're all doing their naughty things on the websites. You know, that's a big thing every year. Yeah. Have you ever known a chick that was into Santa like that, though? Like legit? Like said, hey, why don't you Santa costume up and, you know, show me the North Pole?
No.
Me either.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
okay.
said, yeah?
Yeah, this was before the movie came out.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh, let's pause right here.
Come on.
He's a little
Don't
sheepish
trick
here,
us,
so
yeah.
let's lay this story out for me, man. How did this work?
It was very entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just put it to you that way.
Okay.
I was stationed in Fort Hood.
In Fort Hood, yeah, I've been to Fort Hood. That would be very entertaining there. Anything would be, but that'd
Exactly.
be
So it was down when I was down in
especially
Fort Hood.
entertaining.
Fort Hood was like probably the craziest place I was stationed at, with the weirdest things that ever happened.
Man, that's just a
Paranormal.
weird ass place, isn't
It
it?
is.
I mean, if you love tarantulas, rattlesnakes, cactus, and scorpions, well, that's your place, man.
Bigfoot, crazy
And
things.
tattoo parlors, yeah.
Oh yeah, tattoo parlors and pawn shops every
Yeah,
corner.
every corner,
Every
without a
corner they
doubt.
are.
Killeen, Texas, that's what it is.
That's where,
Pawn
that's where
shops
she was
and
from.
tattoo
She was
shops.
actually from Killeen.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a local.
And she likes Santa, huh?
She, to a point, yeah. It was
To a
point.
It was kind of odd.
Did you get
To a
to?
point, a pole, you know.
Well, I will tell you, I was
Did
not
you
buying
come
a
down the chimney?
I was not buying a Santa costume. No, I told her, I said, here's the deal. No comment. But I told her the deal. I said, here's the deal.
What?
I said, I'll get the Santa costume if you get the Slave Leia costume.
That's
a
the
good
Princess
deal.
Leia.
That's a good
yeah.
deal.
So that,
That's,
you know,
that's a fair trade. Did she do it?
no,
Oh,
no Santa
no.
costume.
yeah. Okay. All right. This says Christmas jumpers. For some, jumpers are a thing, and a big one. You can point out putting one on if you know your partner's going to get a jolt out of it. Who is into Christmas onesies? That's a turn on? Christmas onesies? That's weird if you're a onesie is
I
what
was going to say, a onesie is
like
weird.
toddlers wear. You know,
Right.
you like man babies? Let's see, chrysophilia. This is a solid play for anyone who gets off on gold, either the precious metal or the color. Gold lingerie, gold sheet, gold toys, and then elves. Yeah, no, I'm sure there are a lot of people who have elf costumes out there. Is this? Do you think a lot of people festively, people who are freaky, do they theme it through the year? Do you think they change out for holidays and things like that? I mean,
Why
do you
not?
have
Keep it
like
in-
a
Why not? Keep it
Valentine's
fun.
Day plug or
Why not? Why not do it? Go have fun with it.
yeah?
Yeah. Dress
Yeah.
up as the Easter Bunny. I don't know. Dress up as, think any holiday you can come up with something.
Well, sure.
Deadpool
No,
did it
Veterans
fast, if you
Day.
think about it.
What
Yeah,
about Veterans Day?
I'm all about Veterans Day.
Yeah.
But no, Deadpool did the best in the first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've all seen Deadpool, and it's not like every month there was a holiday and they did a theme.
Oh
every
yeah.
month, remember?
Oh, that is
right,
true. Yeah,
right.
he
So-
did do it well.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
but he always wears the same costume.
he does.
Yeah, and he's Ryan Reynolds,
He's
so
Ryan Reynolds.
it's a lot cuter when he does it than when I do it. I promise you. If I
Same.
put that costume on and I lay down across the table, I'm just going to look like a big thing of Jello shaking. You know what I
Right there
mean?
with you. Well, maybe you should dress up as Santa Claus.
No, no, hey, that's just rude. That's
The
just
beard.
a dick thing.
You're
to
the
say,
one
man.
that said Jello, not me.
Yeah, no, I did say that. Let's move on, shall we? This is not working out at all. All right. So, what do you, Matt? What's going on in Bigfoot world? What's happening out there right now?
Recently in the Carolinas, we actually had a law enforcement officer, sheriff deputy, had a report of a Sasquatch sighting that he encountered.
That he encountered
Yeah, so
himself.
it's officially logged into their official records and everything.
Mhm.
This was about a month or so ago. So that's the new one popping up. Right now, everybody, of course, is focusing on the drones in our community. Everybody's all
Yeah.
pressing on the drones, and everybody's talking about it. So I don't think,
Well,
other than
let's. I'll tell you what. Then, if that's where you want to go, let's talk about it because I've got a few things here about that you might want to know.
It's getting to the point where I don't know what is real and what's not with it.
Right.
There's so many TikTok videos out there.
Well, first of all, White House National Security Communication Advisor John Kirby said the White House's assessment, in coordination with the FBI and state and local officials, is that the mysterious drones flying over the country are, in fact, legal and lawful. He told Brett Baer Monday on Special Report they examined 5,000 sightings, and to date, their analysis is lawful, legal, commercial, hobbyist, and law enforcement aircraft activity. Some of it manned, some of it not. So we absolutely acknowledge a lot of these are probably drones, but they're flying legally. Okay, but that doesn't explain what they are and where they're from. I mean, you don't have SUV-sized manned drones that are
Right.
hobby drones that I know of.
somebody
Is that a
doing that.
hobby drone? Does anybody know of that hobby drone?
Not that easy.
No, and if you've got an SUV-sized drone, I think flying around, somebody ought to know. I mean, I think, you want to know, why is it here?
Right.
What's going on? Why are you in my airspace?
Well, the big kicker for me on the drones coming on one of the reports is law enforcement and actual politicians
Mm-hmm.
in Jersey are saying they're seeing these things coming out of the sea,
Out of the water.
out of the water, coming out of the
I heard
water,
that,
coming up, past the coast, coming, shore, and they've been hovering. There was one recently. They said the group was hovering around one of the military sites they had over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've
they
seen
shut down-
that.
They shut down an airspace, and then in Portland right now, they released last week out of the airport for the aircraft coming in and departing to be prepared to make possible evasive maneuvers around these things.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's focusing over there, on Jersey. So on both coasts right now, we're getting
So my
sightings.
But I guess my question to that is because if you think about it, look, man, if I don't think all these drones look the same. We've determined that. Okay,
Right.
so
Yeah, they get newer size.
so
descriptions.
what I imagine has happened here, and this is just me thinking out loud, is that the first round of these SUV-sized drones, where everyone was freaked out, that's legit. They don't know what it is,
Right,
what's going
right.
on. I think when that happened, every mother scratcher that owns a drone in that area said, "Yep, time to fly the drone."
Yep.
Yeah.
They all did.
And they all are doing it right now because why wouldn't you? I mean, look, it's going to be fun. You're going to have people tripping.
You're gonna rile
Right.
people
You know,
up.
look, I mean, if I had friends with a few drones, I would group them up, put some lights on them, and do a video of my own right out here. You know, right in the morning, I'd be like, "Look at this! What is this?" And I guarantee people start going nuts about it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Well, there's already been sightings here in Arkansas. Now, almost every state is reporting seeing numerous drones. And the problem is, I mean, people, like you said, too, were doing it for recreation. They're flying them. So now everybody's looking
So
skyward.
it's kind of confusing the issue. Now, a New Jersey drone pilot said his device lost power and was forced to descend from a restricted chunk of airspace while the mystery drone that he was trying to investigate stayed airborne despite a signal designed to shut down legal drones. He's Michael B. He's a podcaster. He's also a paranormal investigator. He has a Terror Talk Productions YouTube channel. Matt, maybe that's something for you to connect up with there.
It's a possibility.
He lives near the Picatinny Arsenal. That's an Army facility where dozens of sightings have been reported. He was flying in the area trying to get a closer look at the larger unidentified object he believes is a drone. He said there was a drone hanging out. I had full battery life, not 3 minutes. I lost control of it. He said a warning flashed across the screen. His controller and battery died. He said drone just started going down. So whatever they've got, I guess it's kind of like an EMP or something.
Yeah.
That just,
Yeah, we do have technology that can shut them down. To where
Yeah.
they actually use them over football stadiums for football
yeah.
games. Yeah, so people can't fly
Oh,
drones over.
oh, so you can't have video and make
Yeah.
money instead of Fox. Yeah, I get
Exactly.
it.
Right.
Yeah,
So
so
we
they'll
have-
shut those down, won't they?
Yeah, exactly. But they're not going to shut these other ones
They'll
down.
shoot those down. I can promise you that.
Always
Yeah, that's
know
going to
that.
affect my money. I ain't got to shoot
Right.
that down, right?
Yeah, so with that guy right there with the drone and being landed, and they'll do that. They'll land the drones. They can actually, we have it to block it. So with these, though, for some reason, it's not working.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or the government's allowing it to happen.
Yeah.
One of my favorite quotes is, "We know it's not the government because they would tell us that it was them."
No, they wouldn't.
No, they wouldn't.
No, they wouldn't. They don't tell you most of the things they do,
No.
and it very well could be. I wouldn't be shocked at all.
Yeah,
that
no,
it's-
that
we're-
was that was my first guess. Honestly,
Yeah.
the government's like, "Oh, we don't know who it is." We
Yeah,
can't figure it
whatever.
out. It's like,
You
"Oh,
know.
it's you guys.
Whatever.
It's you guys."
Well,
for
the only
sure.
thing that ties into it, which is ironic to me, is that just recently as well, they just had another Senate hearing based upon the underwater UAPs, the little
Mhm.
Tic Tacs and everything that was coming out.
Mhm.
Now, all of a sudden, we have these drones
Mhm.
coming allegedly out of the sea, coming over Jersey.
Well, I
I
still
don't know why
now.
Jersey, of all
I know.
places, but I mean,
You're the first time I've heard anything come out of the sea.
Yeah.
really,
To be
Okay.
honest with you, I've not heard that prior to now. Now I know that's a big thing. The ocean is the new home of the aliens these
Right.
days because we can't find them anywhere else. But
The movie
like
now
Abyss,
they're living in the ocean, huh?
the movie Abyss already did that for us.
Yeah, no, that's
Hey,
right.
classic movie.
was
I
a
wanted
great
to
movie.
ask you, Matt,
Yeah.
like, because it seems like you didn't hear anything about ocean conspiracy. I guess as like someone who's not in that community, has that been something in y'all's community for a while that these things are coming out of the ocean? And
It has been sightings of all the way back
Right.
when man first hit the sea.
yeah,
Mhm.
Honestly, lights under the water, which a lot of it
Right.
can be written out to plankton, bioluminescent creatures that
Yeah.
we didn't know
Right,
too
right.
much about at the time.
no, I was just curious because as like just a normal person, I just feel like I've only heard that in the past year or 2 years.
Yeah, it's been heating up for about 5 years now. Now, there are a lot of conspiracy theories. They were asking people what they thought was going on, and here are a few things people said. One said the U.S. is testing new exotic drones that are causing panic in their own population. Possibly. Another said private companies have cracked how to build exotic drones and are defying the law with these machines.
Mhm.
Maybe. U.S. adversaries are playing games with drones. I don't believe that for a second. Non-human intelligence is exponentially increasing their presence, mimicking human vehicles.
Yeah.
Then there's a post from another site that claims a New Jersey pilot experienced that mysterious power failure as he approached the drones. Note the use of mysterious. Reportedly, the pilot's aircraft battery died suddenly, and his aircraft went down while the drone was unaffected.
Mm.
Now, as if that weren't enough, there's this from military veteran John Ferguson. He theorizes the drones are searching for rogue nuclear warhead that's been smuggled in the U.S. Said the only reason why you'd ever fly an unmanned aircraft at night like this if you were looking for something.
That's interesting.
That's
I like that one.
an interesting
The
theory.
key one on that one though is at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the difference between night and day? Not going to show up.
I don't know, maybe
You know what I mean?
infrared or something
Yeah,
like
that's what I
that.
thought.
I mean,
Infrared,
Well,
I'm not
heat,
sure.
yeah.
You're going to pick up the radiation, whether it be daylight or nighttime.
Yeah, I think you're
true.
probably right. I'm
You know
not
what I mean?
sure I
That's
buy
true.
that
So,
theory either.
like the military one where they're testing new equipment out, they're not going to test it over Jersey of all places, and they're going to test
That
it
does
out there. in
seem
the
like a
desert.
weird place to test it. Why would you test it over? Now, I did hear one rumor that they were working on being able to find things in populations that were dense and for military application or law enforcement application. And so they were running drills basically, but I don't know that that's any truer than anything,
No, we have other places we can test those at.
That's
honest
that's
with
what
you.
it seems like to me
Right.
that
Yeah, we have
this doesn't seem like a test.
we have conflicts going on all over the world, so we're going to test it into a conflict.
So if
environment.
it's not the government running a test, but the government knows what it is and it's legal, what is it?
It's to do exactly what it's doing right now, man.
To make people crazy?
No, it's to
Distract
get
you?
everybody distracted, talking about something
Yeah.
else while
So
they
what's
sit
going
there
on?
and go, okay,
What are
we're
they
going to
doing?
go back.
We're
Who
just not
knows?
seeing it?
Exactly.
Hey, what if
What
it's,
are they doing?
well, since it is Christmas time, what if it's the elves on the shelf coming back?
Oh yeah, it could be that. No, that's definitely what it is.
Let's
Yeah.
throw that one out there. I
No,
want to
you-
put that conspiracy in there. It's the elf
There
on the
you go.
shelves.
No, that's definitely the elf on the shelf is. What
I
is what
honestly
it is.
wonder if
I gotta throw that
anything,
humor in
if it
there.
has anything to do with the upcoming transition of power.
Yeah,
You
A lot
know,
of
a
people are gonna
last
believe that,
minute freak out. Everybody, hey, hang on, we got something major going
Well,
on.
I did theorize yesterday, and this is to me the best theory I got, which is that they want to pass legislation to regulate these drones.
Right.
And to do that, they need public support. So if the public's not concerned about something, they're not going to support that.
I do like that theory.
I mean, it's
just,
not bad.
Even as a recreational drone user, they have pretty tight regulations on them.
Yeah.
Like they have to be registered with the FAA.
Yeah.
And anytime you're flying and you're around another aircraft or like ones in your vicinity, it's going to let you know on your thing and let you know these are all the things you could be possibly violating or held
Okay.
subject to.
So it tells you that on
Yeah,
your
yeah.
actual controller.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild. I
On the
didn't know
system
that.
I have a DJI Maverick 2, which is a pretty old model. Really, I think it's like 5 years old.
Yeah.
And that's just what little I know. My wife takes care of most of it for me. But
Yeah.
I know they've got pretty strict, regulations. She bought me the drone as
Yeah.
a Christmas present, so she had to do all that, before, when she bought it, just to set it up.
Well, and I think too that a lot of people also something to contemplate. I guess another possibility is when you think about Amazon, you think about some of these other delivery companies
Yeah.
who are working on other forms of delivery, and
right.
we know that a lot of companies have applied for commercial drone applications because that's something new now, and so maybe this is part of that, where they're working to work out their delivery things,
Right.
especially if they're larger,
But why
to
keep,
carry lots of packages.
why keep something like that so secret? I mean, you think
Yeah,
they'd be
I
marketing
don't
that,
know. I
like, you
mean,
think we'd be seeing commercials,
because
FedEx testing out
well,
the new drones.
because if you tell everybody and they're looking for it, then they're
Right.
looking for it and they're going to scrutinize it. But if they don't know what it is, then they're just guessing. And
Right.
it's just that again, these are just
I
random
mean, I get
theories.
it.
Yeah,
I'm
we're-
just,
We're just doing the best
Well,
we can
yeah,
to make sense of all
Yeah,
this
we're
shit.
spitballing.
I don't know anything more than y'all do, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely not an expert on it. There is something to it. I just don't know what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to wait for everything to die down. All the, as Rick said earlier too, there's so much BS coming out. There's so much misinformation being put out about them.
Mm-hmm.
And, I got asked if I was going to do an episode on my show about the drones. And I was like, no, I'm not.
Well, tell them you
Right.
did this now.
So, oh, yeah. I'll share it.
Yeah.
It's going to be shared.
Hey, listen, if you're looking for something good today, let me tell you what you might want to do. You might want to go over to Stone's Throw Brewery.
Oh, nice.
Not only they have great beer there, I think they got 14 beers on tap, on draft. But they also now just reopened their kitchen with Slater's Alaskan Dumplings running the show. And they have a menu available 7 days a week. And these these dumplings are really good, and they go great with some beer. I'll tell you that. And they do a lot of things over there. Like yesterday, they had $5 crowlers. You can go in and get yourself a,
Nice.
a 32-ounce can of beer of any flavor they got on draft for $5. I mean, that's a good deal.
It is, man. That.
That's a great deal. So get over to Stone's Throw Brewery. It's a great place to go. It's over on 9th Street. You'll love it. Trust me. Theron over there is the owner. He's good people, and he's a lot of fun. So I want you to go over there and check those guys out and tell them that we sent you, if you don't mind.
I'm a big fan of their beer.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like Stone's Throw. They're one of
Yeah.
the breweries around here that I do really enjoy.
Yeah, well, good. Which one what do you like from there?
Yeah, they're Amadeus.
Yeah, okay, yeah. What's that? Tell me about the profile on that one.
It's just your basic. It's a Vienna lager.
Okay.
It's coming in out of Bavarian, I should say, if I remember correctly. But it's a German style beer. It's European style flavor. Good notes. It's it goes down real smooth. It's just a good drinking beer.
Yeah, sounds like you should be doing more beer reviews during your thing.
Sure, for sure.
Yeah, you got a good little succinct beer review right there. That's strong. I like that.
Thanks. Stone's Throw does a good job. So it is one of the few beers
Okay.
I enjoy.
Bundy, are you a bicycler? You like to cycle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought maybe you did at some point.
Yeah, I haven't. I mean, it's wintertime right now. Of course, I haven't since last summer. But yeah.
But
I
you
enjoy it.
you trail ride a little bit.
yeah.
Okay, what about you, Rich?
I mean, I'd ride. I will. But I haven't
Yeah.
rode a bike in
Pretty sure
forever.
I know how to
Matt,
ride
I
a
know
bike,
how to,
yes.
Well, this is interesting though. Things are happening fast for the this is the SC, Saline County.
Oh, yeah.
The Benton Mountain Bike Park. It opened in June. In September, it was named Outdoor Facility of the Year by ARPA. Now in December, it has a new accolade. Singletracks.com just announced that they put Benton Bike Park in the top 7 best new mountain bike trails in the United States.
Wow.
Nice.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
That
they
is,
got
yeah.
submissions from over 250 trails through the nations and came up with a select few that made the top of the list. The odd number of top 7 is because Single Tracks created 7 categories of trail for their list. Benton sits on top of the Bike Park Skills Park category. Benton's mountain bike park shares list with parks in cities like Idaho Springs, Colorado for best flow and jump trail, New Hartford, Connecticut for best tech trail, Newego, Michigan for best backcountry trail, Duluth, Minnesota for best lift served trail, Tuhala, Washington for best beginner trail, and Bolton, Vermont for best adaptive trail. But that's a pretty great accolade for
Very
Benton to
cool.
get
Hell yeah.
one of the
Awesome.
best in the United States. I mean, if you are a bike rider, and that's not an easy, you listen, that's an activity, a hobby that is not for weak sticks.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes everything you got. Man, I have a good friend of mine named Dane, and he's one of those mountain bike guys.
Yeah.
And, the riding down and all that's fun. But he talks a lot about, people don't understand the uphill part of it.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
And it's like, that's the part I don't want.
It's never a leisure ride.
No, you're not. If you're doing trails, you're not
You're
leisure
working it,
riding
yeah.
normally. You're out there working it. Those guys put it in. Now, I'm not a fan of the guys who bike in the Power Ranger costumes. The ones I'm talking about. That's,
I've not seen that.
you've seen those guys and those
Those
little
outfits.
little onesie things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I always
ones.
wanted to drive by and hit them with a sausage biscuit. I know it's wrong, but I'm like, I'm fat and you're not, and I hate you. So, and your little Power Ranger outfit.
And they act like they own the road.
Some do, man. They'll get mad at you if you're behind them. You know what I mean? Yeah, they will do that to you. Bicycle people are a little bit different, but they're like marathon runners. They're different too.
Right.
You see them. You've seen that little oval with the number on the back of the truck or car.
Oh,
Either
yeah,
says 26.5 or 13.2, which is a marathon and then a half marathon, basically. Yeah, because we need to know how far you can run. Thanks for letting us know. I'll set the trap just beyond that. I loved riding. I mean, that was the big activity when I was probably from, I don't know, third grade, second grade, maybe all the way to probably 14, 15. Was we biked everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did? Did y'all build
yeah.
trails and
Yeah.
ramps and things like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Where did what kind of things did y'all do with your bicycles as a kid, man?
Man, we always would find some scrap lumber laying
Yeah.
around
Yep.
and build some ramps. Or, man, our favorite thing to do, there's a gas station about 2 miles up the road.
Yeah.
Just to go there and buy like a soda or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
the
yeah, that
most
was always
freedom
cool.
It was the most
Yeah,
freedom we'd
when
ever
mom would
had,
let you
know.
take the bike down the
Well,
road like that.
And that was part of it too. We would sneak. We would, just go hang out at a friend's house, and we would then all get together and ride our bikes to the gas station without our parents knowing. So that was part of the thrill. Was we were going on this long bike ride with change, getting our soda
Yeah.
or whatever. But yeah, ramping, going to the gas station.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How about you, man? What did you guys do, man?
Same thing.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, we used to build the
Yeah.
ramps,
Yeah.
plywood. I mean, using bricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, my stepsister tried one at one of our jumps, and she rolled the bike and
Yeah.
broke her arm. And
No, that's exactly.
And the funny part is, you would think that my parents said no more.
No,
No, they never said that.
no,
They
that's
said, "Be careful."
yeah, no, that's exactly right. I got my ass whipped because my brother got hurt. But we had that's how it was when you were the older brother, you know. We at the end of the road, it was woods. I lived on Denham over in Little Rock, right by McClellan, and at the end of the street was woods. So we went down there and we had cut out. I mean, I don't know how we got the tools we got. I assume we stole them from our parents to use, because we had rakes, we had machetes, we had everything, and we created this elaborate trail and all that, but. Then we would build ramps out of materials we stole from houses they were building. That's where we got them,
Right.
honestly. And my brother, he was 6 years younger than I am. And he wanted to ramp too, like the big boys, And so we all encouraged him, you can do it, you can do it.
Right, you got it.
And man, he got back far enough and was pedaling great. And then he made that mistake so many new, people would get scared to, which is right at the end. He started freaking out and slowed down.
Right.
And so he just went over like that, just completely flipped over. The bike landed on him. He got all cut up, messed up. Yeah, we went home and I got my ass whipped because I let him do it, right? It was my fault that he did it.
Of course.
Yeah, I always got blamed for everything, man.
Yeah, that's how it goes when you're the little brother.
Yeah, did you have brothers?
I had a stepbrother.
You had a stepbrother? Did you grow up together or no?
Every other weekend kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Rich? Did you?
Yeah, I have an older brother. He's about 6.5 years older than me.
Okay.
So.
Now, how are you? Were you guys cool together, or did he pick on you? How did that work?
It's been an interesting.
A little
Yeah.
of both.
An interesting.
Little of both.
That's my brother.
Yeah.
So I mean, if we're gonna be real here,
Okay.
all right.
Well, be real, son.
Always.
For
Be
real.
real,
Always.
son.
Yeah.
So my brother was diagnosed with ADD, and he was born in like '79.
Okay.
And so he was going through school during a time when ADD wasn't really like talked about much.
Tell me about it.
And,
yeah.
it wasn't. Yeah.
I was born in '69.
Right. And so
Tell me about it.
And so people didn't really know like how to deal with that type of child.
No, that's why I got my
Especially in
ass
school,
beat
yeah.
daily.
Yeah.
Paddled. I
And,
got paddled every day nearly.
So long story short, he basically just kind of got passed along every year through school,
Yeah.
And so when we were younger, because of that mentality wise,
Yeah.
like when we were younger, we were probably pretty close until I was about 10. And then when I hit about 10 to 12, we kind of started separating because I was growing up. And again, just mentality wise.
Sure. Well, you're leaving childhood behind. He's probably older and he has friends, and
Right.
you've got friends, so you're doing different things.
Right. So, so from that time and throughout my like formative teenage years and everything,
Yeah.
exactly. I had my own group. He had his own group.
Yeah.
And
Well,
we
that's how
just-
me and my youngest brother were. We didn't spend it. I mean, I did spend a lot of time with him when he was young, but
Right.
I left home at 16, so I was, he was much younger than I was. He
And-
was about 9 years younger than me.
And now we're those brothers that,
I
don't
was-
get me wrong. Like, I love him. He's my brother. He's my blood. I'd go to bat
Yeah.
for him in a heartbeat. But put me and him in a room for a half hour.
It's not
And
gonna
we're,
go good.
you got your own WWE match. going on, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I was a typical older brother. I mean, I picked on my brother, but if you messed with him, I'd whoop your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's just how it went.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But yeah, we fought A lot, but that's just how it was. I mean, I think that's just brothers, maybe.
I think
Right,
so.
right.
Yeah.
And that's I'm the same way. Like I can do that to him. You
Yeah,
can't.
no, yeah, that's
I'll
right. No,
whoop your
I
ass,
whipped
but
his
yeah.
ass many times. But he got older and he got a backbone, and we we would scrap now and again, and he was always a scrappy dude.
Yeah.
Still is.
Right.
Yeah. But you didn't have a.
No, I got an older brother. He's a stepbrother, but from a very young age. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my brother. He's only a year older than me. And yeah, we fought a lot, but I couldn't tell you how many times he stepped in and saved
And
my
helped
little
you out.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
We
no.
went to different schools too, and rival schools actually. But yeah, it was always nice having an older
Man,
brother have my back.
The craziest time I think I ever had to stand up for my brother, and there were numerous times, but the second craziest. The second craziest time I ever stood up for my brother was this dude. I'll never forget. His name was Teddy. And if you're out there, Teddy, you got knocked out, didn't you?
You can get it. You can still get it.
But dude brought a bullwhip to school for some reason. I don't know, show and tell or something. I don't know. But on the way home, he bullwhipped my brother on the back a couple times.
Oh man.
Yeah, and my brother came home and told me, and next morning on the way to school, he caught his own whooping. Yeah.
Right.
No, I tuned him up real good. I tuned him up real good. The worst time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what was number
Yeah,
one?
number
What was
one. The number one craziest thing that ever happened. Now this was actually my younger brother, but he got in a fight with a neighbor kid, and there was a creek between us, and a little bridge, and he got in a fight with a neighbor kid, and I was there. I saw him fighting. I mean, look, boys fight. At least they used to. I don't know. Nowadays
Right.
it's different. But when you're out, just playing all the time with the kids on the street,
Right.
and that's how it was. Every kid
Yeah, you
knew
get into
everybody
a
on the
tussle,
street.
yeah.
Our street was its own community, and that and the
Oh,
street
yeah.
next to it, and so all the kids knew each other, and so they're scrapping in the front yard of the neighbor's house, and they're little. They're probably 8, 9 years old, something like that. And my brother said, "I give." He had him in a hammer lock, and he's
right,
pushing his
right.
arm up, and
Yeah, said uncle.
and so he says, "I give," and the guy the kid wasn't letting him go, so I just broke him apart. Well, the dad comes out of the house, and he starts getting him out and starts pushing me in the face, like with his hand, palming my face. Now, look, I'm 15 at that time,
Right,
and this is a grown ass man,
Right.
So I go back, home, grab my brother, we go home, and my dad is home sick with the flu that day, and so I'm telling my mom what happened. My dad said, "Did you say he put his hands on you?" Yeah. He goes, "Come here." And I knew my dad was buck ass naked because that's the way he always was in his room. I don't want to go in there.
Right.
I have to go in there and, get eye to eye with that mutant beast that he had. And anyway, he said, what happened? And I told him. He said, "All right, get out of here." And so about 30 seconds later, here he comes out of the room with some kind of shorts and a T-shirt on. Doesn't say a damn word, walks right out the front door, and it was like something out of a cartoon. My mom, me, my brothers were like, bing, 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 all heads out the door,
Yeah.
watching what's going on, watch him walk out down the driveway, across the bridge, in the driveway, knock on the door, guy answers the door, my dad just punched him and walked in. Punched him and walked in the house. Yeah. And then they both came flying out and fought a little bit more. And dude finally ran off and back in the house and shut the door. And dad came home. And I was just like, wow, that's weird. And that was my life.
Right.
That's how I grew up right there, man. Yeah, it was a wild life, to say the least, man. Were your parents, was your dad, pretty cool? Did you get along with your dad, or was he a hardcore, old school dad?
My real dad was an old school dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, 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 very old school dad.
Yeah.
So my stepdad was great.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, he was awesome. Yeah, I couldn't
A
ask
lot of
for a
times
better stepdad.
stepdads are not, but, and I shouldn't say that. A lot of times they have a reputation for
Yeah,
not
there you
being, but
Yeah, it's a stigma that's out there. But no,
Yeah.
I got lucky. I mean, my mom remarried a great guy. I mean,
Yeah.
he took me and my little sister in, and still this day, Teresa says, he calls me his son.
yeah, no, I adopted Tyler, and there's no difference between he and Noah in my eyes at all.
Yep.
Right.
Zero difference. There's no stepbrothers. We don't even, that's not even a word we
don't.
use.
Yeah.
They grew up together. They're brothers, What about you and your dad? Were you close? Not close?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I'd say like honestly, I grew up a mama's boy, but as
As did I, really.
But
Yeah.
teenage years and young adulthood, I definitely drew closer to my dad.
Yeah. I think that happens to most probably guys.
It's so weird because like I look back on the stuff like my dad used to love to just go drive around and like
Yeah.
go look at the scenery or go
Yeah.
out to the lake or something, drive around, look at houses. And as
Yeah.
a kid, hated that. Like that was the most boring thing in the world.
Yeah.
Now as an adult, I do it myself.
My dad liked horse, and I was interested. What about you, man? Did you get along well with your dad?
Man, my dad was classic 90s dad. He
Okay.
dipped out when I was about 2 years old.
Oh, okay. He went to
yeah.
get some cigarettes and didn't come back.
something.
He
So-
Joe dirted you?
Yeah. I'm sure he is a cool guy to those who know him. But
Yeah, well, I only met my biological father once,
Right,
and my dad, I call dad, was my stepdad, but I had my life is a weird life because I had what I call Dad A and Dad B, because Dad A was a pretty violent alcoholic, you know what I mean. Dad B was someone who later was sober and on medication to help him out with the conditions that he had, mental health conditions that nobody talked about in that era, and he became my best friend in the world, so I still to this day have trauma and do not like at all Dad A.
Yeah.
Can't stand him.
100%.
It's still traumatized by that dude. Dad
Right.
B, best dude I ever met, which is a real weird thing.
Yeah, I bet.
It's very odd. I have to look at them as two distinctly different people.
Right.
Otherwise, I could never have gotten past it because he was a real violent dude in that time. And in that time, nobody gave a damn if you rough your wife up. That's
just how the shit was.
In the 70s, nobody, man, if you call the sheriff, he'd just tell you to settle down.
Right.
You call the cops, they just like, y'all need to settle down. Don't make us come out here again. They're not going to probably arrest you or anything like that, So, yeah, it was for a long time, when I was young, it was a violent household.
Yeah.
And that was real weird, very traumatizing. So it was odd to later on have that full circle where he became a different guy and became really instrumental in helping me, which is so, like I said, so odd,
Is
but
your dad still alive?
no, he died several years ago. Yeah, he was
Well, at least you got that Dad A before or Dad B before.
That's what I've many people have said that, and you're right. It's a
huge.
weird closure that I was able to get that others weren't.
Right.
And so it does make a difference.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure.
Yeah, it definitely made a huge difference to have that because not everybody gets that.
Right.
Some dads never or moms or whomever ever get there.
Right.
Some people just never beat the demon.
Yeah. It's just something to carry.
But yeah, his dumbass died several, I guess probably 13, 14 years ago now, maybe a little longer than that, 15 years. He was one of those tough guys. You know what I mean? Like the dude.
Not going to the doctor.
No, hell no, man. I don't know if he ever went to a doctor unless I don't ever remember him going to any doctor, to be honest with you, until the end. But he had a heart attack. He was home by himself, and he John Wayne that shit. He knew he was having a heart attack. He had the heart attack. It ended, and he was like, "All right, let's get back to my day."
Yeah.
And he didn't have any idea that the damage happens after that. All those enzymes that are released during a heart attack are what destroy that tissue and make it impossible to recover. So 3 days later. He went to the doctor, and of course they said, get in the hospital right now.
Damn,
you are in trouble, and so they did a quadruple bypass on him, and it worked, so to speak. I mean, it did repair his heart.
Right.
But number one, the doctor said when he clamped the artery, with the things they clamp, said that it was like glass breaking off the plaque because he smoked 3-pack of Pall Mall filter. Or Pall Mall no filter a day.
Wow.
From the time he was about 13 until the time he died.
Wow.
So that's a lot of plaque, and so he had a stroke during the procedure. So he did come back conscious, but he wasn't always sure what year it was. And he would talk about people who had been dead for a while and, things like that.
Right.
But the problem was that it's like an engine. If you rebuild the bottom and not the top, you're going to blow the top out.
Right.
Same thing. You know, his heart was healthy, but now or fixed, but now his lungs, liver, and kidneys were shutting down on him. You know, so they get one going and the other. Finally, we had to make that very tough decision. You know, because he went back under, and we had to pull the plug on him. Which also is, you know, not to take it from something serious to something, you know, to be silly about, but you know, you watch the movies and you think when you do that you know you pull the plug and then it's, you know, a few seconds beep.
Right.
That's
what everybody in my family thought, that exact thing.
Yeah.
We'd already talked about it. We'd already talked to the doctor about it. You know, now it's just time. And, you know, you pull the plug literally, basically, you know, and then you're like, okay, here it comes. And then it doesn't. And then it doesn't. And it was like 4 hours.
Wow.
4 hours. Listen, man, we had gone through talking, telling stories. People were singing. And then finally, about 30 minutes in, we're all like, all right, we're out of shit to do. You know, can you die already or what, man? Jesus Christ, man.
That's a weird spot.
Either wake up or go.
Speed this episode.
Yeah, I got stuff. I got an appointment. I got a date. I mean, yeah, so.
We got to go plan your funeral.
Yeah,
Just die
I just need you to finish this, would you? Yeah, you stubborn bastard.
Well, hey, Shane, forgive me if I mispronounce your last name, Shane, but Shane Priador, he's with Dad's After Dark.
Oh, yeah.
He's watching right now.
Hey, Shane, what's going on, man? Looking forward to having you guys on, man. It's going to be very exciting. That's great.
Yeah, man, he's outlaw with him. I missed their episode yesterday. I was a little tied up, but I've been catching it today. But anyways, he says his dad's world champion hide-and-seek player.
Hold on, what am I looking at?
So I caught a glimmer out of the corner of my eye of this book we have.
Oh yeah, that book over there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I had that
just
up
something
here. That's a gift that was given to me.
I got you.
If you want to go grab it, you can.
Yeah,
go ahead and grab
Robbie.
it. If you want to grab that book, that's just fine.
Robbie Shirley says,
I'm a very, you know, someone brought that to me. They know I'm in need, and I'm a great reader. I love to read, and so they.
apparently they've got a book that they're bringing on Thursday from Dad's After Dark.
Oh,
They
that's
want
great.
one
Oh,
of us
they
to
read that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is that book there? Which one was it? I can't remember now.
The classic How to Live with a Huge Penis.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Advice, meditations, and wisdom for men who have too much.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Who got this for you, Laura?
No, my friend Mr. Woodall
Mr.
brought that
Woodall,
in
nice,
for me. Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to give a good morning also to Robbie Shirley. He said, good morning, everyone. He's from TNR Wrestling, so he's going to be
What's
here
up,
for
Robbie?
the
How
Arkham
you
Brawl.
doing, man? He's going to be part of Arkham Brawl. That's awesome,
Yeah,
man. That's
and
great.
a good buddy of mine, John Bailey, he's tuning in saying good morning. He owns his own handyman thing up in Hot Springs, so
Okay.
he's well known.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool. All right.
definitely.
Thank you, man, for listening in Spa City over there. Tell everybody about it. We do appreciate that a great deal. Hey, I am asking everybody today, we are really trying to get to monetization on YouTube. And so we need a few more YouTube followers. If you follow us, would you go at us on YouTube? Really help us out a lot to get that going. And that would be awesome if you can.
Speaking about monetization,
Yes.
we were talking a little bit before the show. You got some kind of special project thing coming up?
Well, yeah, we're talking about, and we haven't decided if we want to do this or not. And so this is the formative stage, but Gunner and I have been invited to take part in a reality show
Nice.
called The Blocks. And it's a reality show based on entrepreneurs.
Okay.
So you go in there, you and your partner, and they team you up with these very successful business people who have proven entrepreneurial skills and know
Right.
how to build a business up. And, you know, it lasts about a week. And you do all these different workshops, and there's different daily competitions, but you're actually working on your own business while
Right,
they're
at the
helping
same
you
time.
with
Oh,
your
okay.
actual business during this show to make it better.
Gotcha.
So that, you know, we could get, you know, marketing help. We could get all these different things that would help us and make us a bigger, better program.
Right.
You know, how to get out there, how to go past what the normal is, you
Right.
know, and really break through. The challenge that we've got is that we have to cover our travel and expenses if we do it. And it's, you know, about $5,000.
Oof.
So, you know, we're thinking about the possibility of crowdfunding that because we'd love to go on it, but
Right.
we don't have enough budget coming in right now to do that.
Where
But
do you have to go to shoot it?
we'd have to go to Oklahoma, so it's not far,
I got
but we got to cover meals, we got to cover
Right,
hotels, we got to
right.
cover all that to get in and get done. And so we're thinking about, floating that out. Would you guys? I mean, would you want to help us get on a TV show? I mean, they've already given us the invite.
Okay.
I mean, we're on it. We've interviewed.
Right.
We've gone through the stages.
So it's a done deal.
It's a
You're
done deal.
good.
They've sent us the thing. We want you on the show.
Hell yeah.
We just have to come up with that amount to cover it. And we have to get it paid before we get there.
That's all together, you and
Yeah,
her.
that's,
So
that covers both.
$2,500 apiece.
Yeah, that covers both of us going, and that covers our travel, our food while we're there. It covers everything.
And so
They just do it all in 1 week, and so it's
Right.
all encompassed in one thing, and you
Right.
just do it that way.
And this is you said this is a reality
Yeah,
show.
it's hosted by Wes from. If you've ever watched The Challenge, and
okay.
you know who Wes is.
Yeah.
Wes.
Red-haired guy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
that is
yeah,
exactly
yeah.
right, and he's a badass in The
Yeah,
Challenge.
He dominates on the
Yeah,
show.
no, he's very, very, very good. But a lot of people don't know he's also a big entrepreneur, and so he created this show.
Right. Okay.
I mean, it's his own show that he
I got you.
created,
I got
and it started, I think, just 4 years ago, and it's just blown up. It's on Amazon Prime. It's called The Blocks, BLOX.
And so there's a prize at the end of it, or
Well,
like,
there
what's
are
the
cash
end?
prizes throughout, plus all the help that you're going to get with the business, and
Right.
and then plus more help if you win.
Right,
So
okay.
there's a lot of things that would benefit us
Absolutely.
as a
Absolutely.
show. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
It's
sure.
to help us make this show the best show in the world. The kind of thing that would help you get better guests, get the big
Right.
the big time guests,
Right.
the big time things.
Well, I think, it sounds like support's rolling in already for it. Robbie says, set up a GoFundMe page. Missy Treese says, I got 5 on it.
Hey, I got 5 on
Yeah.
it. That's a good ass song, man. I still like that song. Well, thank you guys very much. We're talking about it, Gunner and I, and if we do decide to go that route, I will definitely make everybody aware, and it would be awesome. I mean, I think it would be great exposure for us. I mean, just being on TV, on Amazon Prime, and
Yeah,
on a
sure.
reality show like that could
Hell yeah.
really be big for the show in general nationwide, because so many people are going to see it.
For
Right.
sure.
And plus, I mean, who knows? I mean, maybe we get in there and, I got a pretty good, a lot of it, the show is, all right. So you do these different entrepreneurial things, and each day you have a different task that you're assigned. All right. And then one of your group, of your team, Gunner, go up and kind of like Shark Tank in a way,
Okay.
except not, but you're going up to talk about a specific concept for your business and how you would apply it and what you want to do
I got
and
you.
how you would do it. And so the person who comes up and makes the most compelling presentation
Right.
When
gets the dub.
Okay.
I think I can make a compelling
Yeah,
presentation.
I would agree.
I think I'm good at that,
Right, right.
So I think I got a leg up on some of these folks, even if they're good. I feel real good about public speaking. That was the number one thing that
Right.
during the interview process they kept grilling is, are you good? And I said, man, that's all I do is public speaking. I barely do it any other way at this
Right.
point.
Oh, yeah, I
you know?
got that on lock.
I live this. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, I'm down, and so I think we have a real fair shot at doing well at it.
And it sounds like it's going to be a blast.
Man,
to
it does.
do
Well,
it.
it's a
it
week
sounds like it's
long.
fun.
Well, maybe-
You're working with all kinds of other business
Right.
people like that.
Well, no
and-
matter what, you're going to learn a lot too while you're there.
Yeah, no, that's
Right.
the whole
Right.
thing is at the very least,
Yes.
I'm getting a cram education that's going to help
Yeah, crash
us
course.
to be
Networking,
better
right.
at what we're doing and make this show even better. So worst case scenario, I walk away with a story
Yeah.
Right.
and
Some
bettering
And
our
knowledge.
experience and knowledge.
Yep.
Best case scenario, we win some money and we get a little more notoriety, and it helps us even faster to bridge that gap and
Absolutely.
go worldwide on it. So that would be
Hell yeah.
that'd be super cool to be
Yeah,
part of,
for sure.
and
Absolutely.
so yeah, if we can, it would be great. And so that, like
Maybe
I
you
said,
can throw like maybe on the page or something. You can create like a donation link or something.
well, yeah, that's what we were talking about yesterday, is just doing a straight GoFundMe, and just
Yeah.
putting, creating a GoFundMe, put it out there and say, hey, if y'all want to help us do it, help us do it. And if not, it's okay. I mean,
Yeah,
we're
no
not,
worries.
it's not like a pressure thing. It's just a thing that if we
Right,
could
if you
do,
want to, yeah.
it would be awesome to do, you
Right.
know, and if everybody's behind it and wanted to push the car, you know, so we can jump start it,
Right.
you know, pop the clutch and get on,
Yeah,
you know,
hell
down
yeah.
the road. That'd be awesome, you know. All right. Hey, we're running late. We got to do this. And besides, you've been waiting all morning for the song.
This is the segment, not like the other. People do stupid shit, you say, oh brother. Hey, it's not a copy or a clone of any previous bit. But if you think so, hey, we don't give a shit. Yeah. Wackadoo in the news.
That's right, baby.
Number one in Zimbabwe now.
It is. It is. As a matter of fact, Zimbabwe loves it, man. They don't even know what they're singing and they love it. All right. Here's something weird right off the bat. Dyer's Burgers in Memphis, Tennessee. Any of y'all been to Dyer's? Very famous burger place. They've been frying their patties in the same grease since 1912,
Ew.
claiming it as the secret to their flavor-packed burgers. The restaurant's founder, Elmer Doc Dyer, Elmer. Don't hear a lot of Elmers anymore.
No.
Originally relied on special seasoning, but the turning point came when it cooked, forgot to change the grease, and a customer declared the next day's burgers the best I've ever had. That grease, referred to as century grease, has been carefully strained and seasoned ever since. It's the same molecules from 1912. That's the current owner, Kendall Robertson, told Southern Living magazine. Despite what might sound unappetizing, customers embrace it. Some request their entire burger, buns and all, be dunked in the legendary grease for extra flavor. Robertson reassures fans the grease isn't running out, as fresh patties add more with every batch, and the restaurant has backup buckets of the seasonal stored away. He goes through 1,000 pounds of beef a week.
Wow.
1,000 pounds of beef a week. What is that?
Robbie.
3-4 cattle?
Robbie Shirley
No.
says it is an amazing burger. So
Oh
apparently he's
yeah,
had one.
Robbie, you've had one. It was
Yeah.
that good. All right. Would you eat that?
I try it.
Yeah.
What was the name of the burger place?
Dyer's.
Dyer's. I'm going to Memphis into December to watch the Liberty Bowl.
Maybe you should check out Dyer's.
Try it out. Give it a
All
review.
right. What would you do that, Rich? Would you?
I don't know, man. You kind of made my stomach turn here in grease
Yeah.
from 1912.
No, I
It does
definitely
seem
would eat
odd.
it.
I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah,
It
no,
does
I
seem
definitely
odd.
would eat it.
Ugh.
I
Yeah,
try
no,
it.
it's old, but I would definitely do that.
Keith Daniels also says great burgers.
Well,
so
there you
apparently
go.
a lot
Okay,
of our
so they know.
listeners
They
have-
know. You've been there. Okay. Hey, you got a little extra money? Are you needing a little, R&R? The Scratcher Girls, founded by Tony George, is the world's first professional back scratching studio. It offers therapy that's gained popularity. The service involves light scratching and tracing movements on the back, limbs, scalp, and inside of the ears, which George describes as relaxing and euphoric. Back scratching's always been a passion of mine. Really? A passion? I mean, that's okay. One night I had the idea of a back scratching service and wondered if others would pay for it like I do. She now charges up to $130 an hour to scratch your back. The service isn't just in Florida. It's grown so popular that George and her team travel to cities like New York, LA, San Diego, Houston, and Philly to meet client demand.
No.
No.
No, there's
not-
more than a back scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
there's
gonna
something
go to
else going
Philly,
on.
Houston, San Diego, and LA, and you're telling me it's $130 an hour for back scratching? Come on now.
Come on.
There's
There's a
gotta be
little
none
extra.
involved.
I can buy
a
one
little
of those
extra.
back
Yeah,
scratch
there's-
receipts for
there's-
$5.
Yeah, there's another thing on the menu that's not mentioned here. I guarantee
Has
there's
to
some
be.
bonuses there that you can.
$130 an hour?
Yeah, come on, man.
Come
There better
on.
be one hell of a happy back scratch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Look,
yeah.
it's,
The end of that should be very happy.
exactly. It's like a fairy tale.
Ashai Shuzo, the maker of the premium sake brand Dasai, is aiming to create the world's first alcoholic beverage brewed in space. They plan to send ingredients to the International Space Station to test fermentation in microgravity, a process that could lead to a bottle priced at $653,000.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, they said there's no guarantee of 100% success for the fermentation test. The initiative isn't about just creating a rare collector's item. No, it's about making money. They said it's part of a broader vision for the future. in a future where humans can freely travel between. Stop it.
Oh my God.
Stop it. No, it's not. It's about
I can
you
freely travel
getting some
between.
publicity and getting some money.
Yeah.
I can freely travel between here and space now just
Yes.
by sparking up a little something.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
you're right.
They're
Yeah,
a lot cheaper.
that's right. No, I just go to the dispensary and hit space in about an hour.
Right.
2 men arrested after stealing over $6,000 worth of merchandise from the Boca Raton Saks Fifth Avenue using a Santa Claus themed gift bag lined with aluminum foil to bypass security sensors. The suspects, Kevin Camacho and Oscar Capote, loaded the bag with clothing from the men's department before fleeing after a long chase involving undercover officers. Both were apprehended, charged with grand retail theft and obstructing an officer, and a lot more than that. Man, that's that. You've gone to great lengths when you got your aluminum foil bag there that you're trying to hide it in. Apparently that didn't work, so don't try that one.
It'll blind the cameras.
Yeah, right. A man dubbed a Grinch by the Ware County Sheriff's Office was arrested for breaking into Wacona Elementary in Georgia and stealing Christmas presents meant for kids. He really did it. Wow. Aaron Johnson damaged 7 windows during the burglary and was caught on surveillance holding stolen items like a Coach bag and a guitar. Crimes of this type are truly damaging at any time of year, but especially during Christmas. That's what the sheriff said. The school, with help from the community, working to replace the stolen gifts, which were donated for students by family, staff, and teachers. Man, yeah, how bad are you to break into a school and steal the kids' presents? I mean, what a crackhead.
Who's donating Coach bags to kids?
No, well, yeah, no, where did that Coach bag? That does seem a little odd to be at the school, the Coach bag, right? I mean, am I wrong? Or is it?
That's what caught my eye. Really?
No, I mean, that is an odd thing to have at a school like
Insurance
that.
claim.
It sure is clean. That's right. That's right. All right. Let's see what else we got here. This is a cool little thing. Side note here. South Carolina restaurateur Elliot Middleton of McClellanville kicked off his 12 days of Christmas cars giveaway by donating a car to an elderly couple. On Sunday, Willie and Sandra Ward were presented with a new to them Lincoln Town car to help them get around. Willie expressed deep gratitude, saying it's a blessing and a surprise, and shared how meaningful it was. But Middleton has been repairing and donating vehicles to those in need for 5 years. Since 2020, he's gifted 126 cars to deserving people. Speaking about his process, he explains how he carefully matches cars to the recipients, particularly when it comes to older drivers who might prefer simpler vehicles. He said you kind of get to know the folks and know what they're used to. The first car donation of the season will make it easier for the wards to make it to their doctor's appointments and avoid relying on public transportation. Middleton plans to donate 11 more cars to families in need across the greater Charleston area before Christmas. That's pretty cool, fixing up old cars and donating them. I mean, look, if you got that skill and you can do that, that's a pretty cool Santa thing to do, especially for, folks like that who need the help. I mean, I think that's great, man.
That's awesome.
Bonus present include a little booster seat so they can see over the steering wheel.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. All right. How about this? Holding your pee can have dangerous health risks. Don't do it. It says ignoring your body cues for the sake of lounging around or staying busy is a problem. How many times have you decided you just need to get through a meeting or the last few hours of a road trip before you do that pee? But they're saying it can be very problematic to you if you hold it for a long time. It says there's a complex neurological system that controls it. Your kidneys make urine. It's funneled down through tubes to the bladder. Here, let me get to the bottom because it's going forever on the, yeah, no
Speaking
doubt.
of which,
Oh, you gotta go now?
already
Right
did.
now, just because I talked about it? I mean, what a dick.
Wow.
Don't be thinking of waterfalls.
Yeah, that's it. I'm done. Let's move on. Let's do something different here.
Rich said I'm out here.
All right, Bundy. So what are you doing in your build up to Christmas right now? What's going on at your house? Are y'all all decorated up?
Yeah, mainly inside. We don't have any lights up outside, but we got some stuff inside. And, of course, we always wait till the last minute. So we're
Yeah.
rushing around to buy shit right now.
Yeah, well, I don't know that we've bought the first thing
Yeah.
yet, which is crazy because normally we're done by now.
Right.
Matt, are you do you do Christmas shopping, or how does that work at your home?
Yeah, well, it's just me and the kids. So
Yeah.
yeah, I do the Christmas shopping. I've already got it all done.
Oh, you're already done. See, you're that guy.
Yeah,
Well,
you're
no,
responsible.
The only reason why I'm that guy is because everything's expensive right now, so I had to do it early.
Yeah.
Right.
And I feel bad because they keep coming up. They go, "Oh, Dad, I want this. Oh, Dad, I want that."
Now, how old are your
Like,
boys?
look, I've already
So
bought
my
your
little
stuff.
boy, he turned 7 on Friday.
Okay.
Nice.
So my little girl's 10.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You got a girl and a boy. Okay. So yeah, they're still young enough. They get very excited.
My little boy is more excited for Christmas than my daughter is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's counting it down. I mean,
That's how boys are. They love some damn
Oh, yeah.
presents on Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
man.
well, his birthday's also on Friday too. So he's
Nice. He's got them right there together.
What day is that?
The 20th.
Okay. Okay. Mine's Christmas Eve.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you
Well,
go.
I mean, yeah, it's just the
Well,
day I
Merry
was
Christmas.
born.
Well, Merry Christmas.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Happy
yeah.
birthday.
Yeah. Now people are always like, well, did that suck having your birthday on Christmas Eve? No, really, it didn't. I've always liked it. I mean, I figure if I was born a day before Jesus, I'm doing all right.
Yeah, great.
You know, I'm in good company if
Yeah.
I'm the day next to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's all right for me. I never had a problem with it. I always enjoyed it. I like the Christmas holiday a lot. How was your pee, man? Everything come out okay?
It was great, man. Everything flowed
Yeah,
well.
didn't burn as much this time, I hope.
No, not this. Not,
I was
not
hoping the
that much.
penicillin was working. So,
It has been. It's been helping, man.
have you what, man? Hey, what? Have you,
Oh, man.
so, have you been getting ready for
wonderful
Christmas
Tuesday.
at home? I mean, are y'all doing
Right,
Christmas
Christmas
stuff?
is next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And you have
I don't even have the thought that counts yet.
Yeah,
No.
Christmas Eve is a week from now.
Yeah,
yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, no, we're not ready.
not ready. Hadn't even done anything.
No,
No, me either.
no.
Yeah. So I'm guessing you don't decorate your place, put lights up, anything like that. No. Do you have a tree?
He doesn't believe in Santa. He said
Do you have a
earlier.
tree? You don't need to
Outside?
believe it.
Yeah.
Out in the yard. Doesn't have any lights on it.
No,
He's got a ficus tree with a light on it.
depends on how much you smoke, but
Yeah, oh well, that
There's
does
any drones
that
flying
count as a
over?
tree? Yeah. I put some Christmas lights on my bag of weed. My
Right.
tree, yeah.
and they call those trees. so
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
There you go.
There you go.
No, I'm not set up at all. I think I have like one little, like, you know, those little houses those little ceramic
Oh,
houses
yeah.
that light up.
Yeah,
Wendy, she gifted me one of those like a couple of years ago. So
yeah.
I pulled
Nice.
that out of its box and set it on the counter, and I was like, there, Christmas is done.
That's it. Okay. All
Merry
right.
Christmas.
Right.
All right,
No, I mean, we're on the, again, I'm, full-time single dad, so most of Christmas Eve and Christmas Day is spent traveling around because all my family is in Michigan.
hmm
I got you.
So do you go to Michigan on the
No,
holiday? Oh,
No, I
okay.
visit all of, like, the ex-in-laws, whatever.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
want to call it, and
Yeah.
take Jax to go see, his grandma's aunt and uncle and everything.
Yeah.
So we're on the road.
So it's
Christmas
almost like
Eve,
trick or
Christmas
treating
Day.
for you.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're going house to
Exactly.
house going,
Stop by,
hey,
getting some food.
Christmas
Hey,
again?
it's presents.
Yeah.
Where are the presents at?
Christmas again?
And food? Awesome. And
Yeah.
then, yeah.
No, that's pretty great.
So, we're on the road. We open up the presents at other houses. So
Yeah.
what's there
You
really
need to
a
get
reason
a
to
sponsor
decorate
for
ours?
your road trip.
Right. There we go.
Get you a sponsor.
Looking at you, Goodyear tires.
Yeah. Matt, I think you'll take particular interest in this story, although I think everyone will be interested.
All right.
Scientists have introduced what they believe may be a new ancient human species.
Huh.
That's right, the Juluren. Juluren, Juluren, or large head people, are believed to have lived in Eastern Asia over 100,000 years ago. Paleoanthropologists have put forward the claim suggesting that the Juluren possess significantly large brains and unique traits that could dramatically alter our understanding of human evolution. The exhibit has features unlike any other previously identified. Fossils of their faces and jaws revealed a mosaic of traits, some reminiscent of Neanderthals combined with others unseen. These distinctions led them to propose the Juluren as a distinct form of ancient human who coexisted with the other various hominins in Asia between 300 and 50,000 years ago.
Super interesting.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I mean, some kind of big head people. I mean, think about all the alien drawings in the cave walls
What
that,
you see.
or at least we thought were aliens.
Yeah,
Maybe
Right.
maybe it's
Maybe
a
there
big
was-
head human.
Yeah.
Could be big. Yeah, I have
Yeah.
to see a picture. They have a picture of the skull somewhere.
Could be Bigfoot.
Yeah, it's not Bigfoot.
Well, why couldn't it be Bigfoot?
Could be his great
Big head.
They
uncle.
check the size of their feet.
See, there's the big head. See, look at that big head.
It kind of looks Bigfootish.
That does
to
look a
me.
little
I mean, look at the
Bigfootish.
dude. Look right there.
He kind of looks like a big feet.
He's got a beard. Well, that's an artist rendition. of what
Bigfoot
they
doesn't
did.
have a
All
beard.
right.
Well, I'm just kind of curious. Is there any picture of the skulls? I mean, they found, or are they?
What
just
is it with
showing-
you and proof, man? What is your problem? God damn. Always wanting proof of everything.
Oh, look, I'm the biggest believer in everything, but I'm also the biggest skeptic when it comes
Me
down to
too.
it. You
I
know,
am too.
and so when I hear reports like this, I'm like, okay, let me see what it looks like. You know, like the little miniature hobbit people they found down in, I think it was either Asia or South America,
Oh,
but
right.
within the past 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of history showing different types of, you know, humanoids that existed before. I'm on the theory right now that there was a huge catalysm event that happened about 260, 300,000 years ago to the world.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And, you know, showing it all over, you know, in geological records.
Yeah, I don't even think that's a conspiracy at this point. Graham Hancock's done a lot to get all that information
And
out.
he's done a great job
Yeah.
with that.
Who is
Yeah.
Graham Hancock? I'm late to this party.
Yeah, me too.
Is that an adult star? Graham Hancock?
No, it sounds
Oh.
like it. He's been around forever. He's gotten some recent notoriety on Netflix and being on Joe Rogan. He did the Ancient Apocalypse
Okay.
show.
Yeah, with
Okay.
Keanu, he did Keanu Reeves also as a guest on the show. With, Yep.
I like Keanu Reeves a lot.
Yeah. But he doesn't claim to be like an archaeologist. He is just an enthusiast trying to figure out an accurate
Okay, this
timeline
is
in
the
our
guy.
history.
I do know who it is, at least ancillary, because I remember some science people were trying to come at him and
Oh,
say,
yeah,
"Well,
people
yeah,
hate him. Yeah,
he
people
doesn't know
hate
what
him.
he's talking about. He doesn't have a background in this," and they've been
And the
trying
thing is,
to shut him
he
down.
doesn't
Anyway.
claim to have a background in
No,
anything.
he's just taking evidence and data.
Yeah, he just points some stuff out, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Well, that doesn't work with what y'all are saying."
Yeah.
And,
I
but it's
think
interesting stuff.
I think it's highly plausible that there was another civilization before ours, and their technology was completely different.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I agree
not so
100%.
much further or behind, but just different.
Yeah,
They,
no, just very different
yeah.
type of stuff. I mean, it's just like, we've been debating for years and years how the Egyptians built the pyramids the way
right.
they did. I mean,
That's
when you
something
look
Graham
at,
Hancock talks about. a
yeah,
lot.
you look at the gap between the stones after all this time, and you go, that's how's that even possible?
Right,
that
right.
they fit that tightly and that perfectly.
Yeah.
Even with today's standards, it would be
And
difficult. to
There's
do
so
that.
many little things about the pyramids specifically that
Yeah.
it's like, well, there's no way that this was just slave labor.
No,
you
so
know, out
now
here.
one of the theories that I saw is that they used mercury in those. You see, sometimes you see these big concrete viaducts that go through a pyramid,
Yeah.
Right.
and they theorized they used mercury and put the blocks in mercury because the blocks would float in mercury
Probably down.
like a river,
Right.
basically,
I haven't heard that.
that would go, through the thing. So that was one of the things that I read, but.
It's a good theory.
But I definitely think that there was a some kind of civilization before ours.
Right.
Yeah, well, the pyramids were there before the Egyptians.
Yeah, the Egyptians found them.
Yeah, the Egyptians found them.
Yeah.
There's no burials. There's not burials. They've never found one tomb inside the pyramids.
Yeah, but
Well, they
that's
found plenty of tombs in the pyramid.
Not inside the no. They found tombs around the pyramids, but not inside the no.
Man,
Yeah,
all right.
and then
I'm
the-
going
and
to
then
have
the
to,
Sphinx- yeah, if
have
you
to
look-
take your word on that.
So
Okay.
even the Sphinx, though, what's funny about the Sphinx is it doesn't
It needs
show
a nose
sand.
job.
It does,
Yeah.
but it doesn't show sand erosion.
Mm-hmm.
It shows water erosion,
Yeah.
and they have found water erosion also on the pyramids as well over there in Egypt.
Well, allegedly, the place did flood for a while.
Yes, but these were built allegedly afterward.
Yeah. I guess that's
So it
good.
depends upon which flood story you want to go with.
Yeah.
Well, I
which
mean, I'm sure there have been
timeline
more
was.
than one in the world, but
Right.
so you think possibly that those structures were from the previous civilization.
I agree. Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Built before the last ice age.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Aborigines in Australia are proof of that as well.
Well, why is this?
Okay, because there was the theory that all civilization started in the crescent, over there in Egypt, the Middle East.
Right,
That's where
right, right,
civilization
right,
started
right.
from.
Yeah.
The Aborigines have like no ties to that at all whatsoever. No land bridges, no nothing down there in Australia. So life was already going there.
Mhm.
And their history goes way further back.
Yeah.
And it's just being ignored. And just now researchers are coming in and they're discussing, where the Aborigines actually came from, their history. And because how they tell their stories is it has to be memorized word for word, verbatim.
Right.
And they go off of the drawings that they've put up on the cliffs.
Okay.
And so that's how they tell their stories.
Mm-hmm.
And so their history, I think it goes 90,000 years plus back.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of research being done into that right now. So I'm been kind of keeping tabs on that to go back to civilization. And
It seems, and maybe I'm different than most people, but it's kind of hard to go, yeah, no, there's nothing. We just have to memorize it. There's nothing written and think that all this 90,000 or however many years later that hadn't shifted a little bit along the way.
it's going to shift, but it's still going to go. It's still going to be there.
Yeah.
Right.
If that,
No, the history's there, and I
history.
get that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's an interesting thing there. It's an interesting concept.
So anthropologists are now actually digging in and realizing that,
Mhm.
okay, we messed up somewhere.
Yeah.
And it goes against the mainstream. Like the last time I was on the show, I talk about how, when we started colonizing, the Europeans spread out, started colonizing, coming in encounters with the different tribes, coming in encounters with different cultures, and they call them backwards, they call them this, they call them that, because they didn't, follow in with their beliefs.
Right.
So, that's where our history's been written based off of.
Right.
Like I said, if you read some of these diaries, some of these documentaries from the 1700s, the 1800s, these guys going out and how they describe the local people there, it's
Right. Well,
it's
they didn't
horrible.
know. Yeah.
Right.
And to where they'll be like, okay, so these people over there, they know, obviously, I'll use Australia for example. They know what a kangaroo looks like.
A what?
A kangaroo.
Oh, yeah, right.
They know what an alligator looks like. These people,
Right.
these are people that lived in this area for
Right, right.
Sure.
thousands
Yeah,
of years.
they understand. Yeah.
So, but when they describe a creature, i.e., I'll use the platypus for example, that doesn't fit mainstream science.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it doesn't.
Not at all. They're making
No, I used to have a complete bit about that. It's like, at the end, there's a bunch of spare parts and put that together, see what happens with it.
Same
'Cause
thing.
you got a duck bill, you got a beaver tail, and you got venom.
Yep, and it also lays eggs.
Yeah, and lays eggs. That's right. That's true too. Yeah.
So it lays eggs. And so when they brought a stuffed one to England,
Uh-huh.
they didn't believe it.
They didn't believe
They
it
didn't
was real.
believe that it was real. Yeah,
Yeah.
this creature couldn't exist.
Right.
But the population number of those was high enough for them to be seen in the wild.
Yeah.
So if you have like another type of creature, another type of cryptid, this population is not high enough that doesn't want to be seen so much, it gets written
Like
off.
the elusive single
elusive-
MILF.
The single MILF. The single kid-free MILF.
Yeah. You hear stories about it, but rarely find it. It's yeah.
It's like the unicorn.
All right, interesting. That's very interesting, man. Let's do something different now. All right,
They're
Hey.
talking about the. I'm sorry.
go ahead, man. Go ahead. What are
They're
they?
talking about the Giants? Robbie says Patrick Head is going to be large when Jimmy Buffet gets done with it.
Oh man.
Yeah, you
Robbie
mean
Shirley
after
talking
I'm
shit.
celebrating my dub? Yeah, no, it will be big. It will be a big head. Yeah, I'm going to talk mad trash after that too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. That's all he said.
Oh, okay. That was it.
Oh, yeah.
Shirley
Let's
talking
see what
some
else
trash.
we got over here. Crystal, we were talking about brothers. She said her brothers were the best. Yeah, they probably look out for you as a little sister. Yeah, no, they better be. Wendy said, "Hey, in Amarillo." That's where she's at.
Woohoo.
Tactical Turkey said, "Good morning." Let's see what else here.
So you remember a couple of weeks ago we did the whole entire new slang thing.
Yeah, because
yeah.
I love to do that. I use the slang on my kids all the time, and
Right.
I've always had fun with that. So what? Yeah, what about it?
So I've got one to either, like you said, help your kids out, maybe relate to you a little bit more, or whatever. Just basically, this is texting for seniors. These are abbreviations for seniors.
Okay, yeah, man, I don't know, but I'll play the game. I mean, I
We'll
don't
see.
know
We'll see
them,
what
though.
you can get. And y'all, Bundy,
not-
feel
not
free
in
to
that-
join
yeah,
in
not
on
in
this
that
too. I mean, you
range.
can see them here, so we can
I'm not even
Let's start off
AARP,
with,
much less a senior.
Let's start off with BFF. What does that mean?
Well,
an easy one.
that's an old one. That's best friends forever.
Well, you would think, but with seniors, it means best friend fell.
Oh, best friend fell. Yeah, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Which one do you think?
Let's see here. Oh, BTW.
By the way,
Nope. Bring the wheelchair.
bring the wheelchair.
I like
Yeah, then I would use that at the nursing home. Yeah,
Yeah,
BT
yeah, there you
Dub. BT
I
Dub.
feel
you
like
all
they're
know-
kind of taking shots at you, man. I'm not you're that old, Patrick.
Y'all know TTYL. That's a well-known
I'll
one.
talk to you later, obviously.
Talk to you louder.
Oh, yeah, because I'm deaf in this ear and
How
yeah.
about BYOT?
Bring your own.
Turkey?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Close. Bring your own teeth.
Oh,
Oh,
teeth.
You
Yeah,
gotta remember to
yeah.
do those.
Yeah, no, it's my I don't know, man. My dad he had false teeth and he would leave them out a lot at home,
Yeah.
and it was the weirdest thing. Yeah, you want to talk about cartoon looking? Jesus Christ, that sunk in head of his.
Oh,
What about all right, this is the longer one. ROFL ACGU. ROFL.
Well, rolling on
I
the
don't think
floor
that's
laughing.
I don't think that's an abbreviation at
Yeah.
that point. That's
It
just
just
its own
seems like a
thing.
whole.
I was gonna say, good luck
like a-
remembering it,
Like
yeah.
a bunch of consonants. What is it?
Rolling on the floor laughing and can't get up, you know?
Oh,
I've
and
fallen and I
yeah,
can't get up.
Right,
Little
right,
laugh
right, right.
alert, shout out.
Yeah.
FWIW.
FW.
Oh, for the win? No.
Forgot where I was.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was just some funny ones.
Is this?
Yeah,
now
no,
that- did you get
great.
these off Joe Biden's phone?
Yeah. That's where those came from. I'm certain of it, man.
It's taped on the back.
Right.
Written on his hand.
Little lists there you go.
When you were young, when you were let's say when I say young, a teenager,
Okay.
what was your favorite slang word then that you used all the time?
Rad.
Yeah. Rad.
Remember Rad?
Cool,
Rad.
bro, dude.
Rad was a good
Sweet.
one.
Yeah, rad.
Favorite one that I still try to use, bitchin'.
Bitchin'.
No
Oh
one
my
uses
god.
it anymore.
I forgot about
Nobody uses
bitchin'.
it,
Yeah,
and I
forget about
Oh
always
my
try
god,
to-
bitchin' was such a late
Anytime I can
80s,
plug
early
it in.
90s.
Yeah.
Bitchin', that's bitchin', yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
No, we
dope,
used
you
that.
know, that was another one.
No, I still use that one. That's my
Well, I
go-to
mean,
now. That's dope.
Yeah.
What's there? Is there a better one now? A superlative to that?
So that's dope.
It's better than that's
I
dope.
wonder what would be that's Riz or something. I don't know.
That's
No,
fire.
you have Riz.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fire.
That's fire. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
that'd be
fire's
dope.
been around a long time. That's how we always described weed when I was a kid.
Right.
Yeah,
That
Yeah.
weed is fire.
Yeah.
You know,
Or
Now-
loud.
now-
Loud.
yeah, loud's a newer term.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's loud, you
Loud,
can
yeah.
smell it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was that happened when new weed came out.
Right.
That
Right.
didn't happen with old weed. There was no loud old. I'd have to dump it out on the table and you might smell it,
Right.
but now you go to the dispensary, even in a package. I stopped at the dispensary, got a couple of little packages, and was on the way home and hadn't opened anything, and I could still smell it. And I was
Right.
like, man,
It's
that's
loud.
loud.
Yeah.
That's loud.
What about you got an old school slang term for us?
An old school slang term that, that's, you're right in my neck of the woods with bitchin'
Yeah.
and rad.
Rad.
Yeah.
All those, 80s terms were the ones that I
Did you
got down
know-
to.
The other night, I already beat it, but the other day for PlayStation 5 users, they re-released like the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video game.
Oh no shit.
Oh, did they?
And it's free on PlayStation if
Oh,
you
I've
have
got
like
a
the
PlayStation
PlayStation
5.
Network.
I'm
It's
going to do that
Shredder's
today.
Revenge, dude. Oh
that's
my
awesome.
god, it was awesome.
I bet that was like walking back through your childhood there.
Oh, dude, absolutely. All day long,
Yeah.
I beat that game in one whole day. I was like,
Yeah.
this is awesome. Like, yeah.
I'll play Missile Command again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Atari?
Yeah.
Oh,
see,
no,
I'm-
that's
I'm,
trash.
I'm old Atari.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
Just a
trash.
stick and a button.
No,
great.
Yeah.
I don't like Missile Command. I don't like Asteroids.
Yeah.
I liked Frogger
I like Frogger, but I like Missile
and
Command.
the Indiana Jones one, whatever it
Oh
was
yeah, you had
called.
to use the with the
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't remember what the name of it was, but that one I played.
Pitfall.
Pitfall, that's
That's
it.
it,
I
Pitfall.
played a lot of Pitfall.
Crystal Ann says that her phrase was, she says, I say bad to the bone. Everyone knows
Bad to
that's
the
my
bone.
phrase.
Yeah, that's okay.
yeah,
That works.
yeah.
Yeah, everybody's got kind of a go-to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, everybody does. Does your spouse have a go-to that she uses?
Man. I cannot think of one.
No,
I'm
no,
sure
it's
she
not good,
does.
yeah.
I cannot.
Yeah. You guys don't have any ladies, so it doesn't matter.
Oh man, Shots taken. Shots fired.
I
Shots
needed the
fired.
nap, man.
Right.
No, my wife's favorite phrase is, "You're a dumbass, Patrick."
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about this, man. Hulu is doing, and I think this is something a lot of people will be interested in. They're about to throw up the horns, baby. Into the Void is an 8-part series that on Hulu that's going to explore heavy metal history, and it's now been officially ordered by Hulu. Neither Hulu nor Vice Studios Canada have revealed which bands will be featured on the documentary, but a safe set it's going to be the powerhouses of metal. The series is coming from Evan Husney and Jason Eisner. Now, that's the same pair that gave Vice its most watched series of all time, Dark Side of the Ring. The series is already in production and will hit next year.
Nice.
That's cool. An 8-episode documentary of heavy metal. I remember I think somebody brought it up the other day, the movie Heavy Metal, which was an animated movie that came out, in the 80s, I guess? It was late 80s?
Yeah, late 80s.
No, heavy metal was.
Well, maybe it was early 80s.
It was early 80s.
Yeah. And the crazy thing about it was they were doing coke, they were naked, they were having sex. It was, I mean, it was insane.
John Candy was a robot.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was a wild movie, especially at that age, because I don't even know how the hell I saw. I think I had to pick the cable box to see it. That's I think I took a toothpick and, worked it around and watched it that way. And probably me and my younger brother were staring at the TV, looking at boobs, going, "This is the greatest day of our damn life." You know what I mean?
These cartoons is great.
Well, I mean, yeah. But what's your favorite heavy metal band, man?
Oh man. Okay, so you talk heavy metal. It's going to be
heavy metal ranges from the old school heavy metal all the way to now.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the old Metallica. Old
Ride the Lightning Metallica.
Ride the Lightning was one of my favorite albums.
Okay.
Growing up.
How about you, Bundy?
Man, I'm gonna go with Slayer. Slayer's probably one of my top
Slayer's a good
favorite
one,
bands
yeah.
of all
That's a
time.
big one, man. That's a big one, Slayer. Yeah. How about you,
I
man?
think that's the two right there, Slayer and Metallica, man.
Yeah, Megadeth though.
Megadeth was
Yeah,
certainly
Megadeth was
good.
good. I like Megadeth.
Well, you go
Newer-
further
newer
back
ones
that. I
been
mean,
around for a while. Lamb of God.
yeah.
Oh, wow, Lamb of God,
Of
yep,
course, yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
But if you go all the way, I mean, you can go back to Black Sabbath. You can go,
Black Sabbath,
you
yeah,
know,
Ozzy
to
Osbourne.
Ozzy
Yeah,
Osbourne,
they set the
Dio,
groundwork.
Ronnie James Dio.
Dio was good. Yep.
Yeah, all those guys are considered metal. I would probably go back to probably Ozzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ozzy is the ultimate metal voice to me.
God,
But
yeah.
now I do know a lot of people love the my son, my oldest, man, that's his jam.
Yeah.
If somebody does in a
right.
song, he's listening to it.
Yeah.
know,
I used to love that shit too when I
Really?
was younger. Yeah. I feel like the older I've gotten, the less angry I've gotten at the world. So I've kind
Yeah.
of listened to a little less. But when you're a young male going through life,
Well,
like
there's a lot of hormones in there.
Metal is the
It works
the
out
best,
real good.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it kind of conveys how your hormones
Exactly.
are going in your body.
Frustration with the government, and the system,
Just everything in general. You
yeah.
just hate everything and
Yep.
want to hump everything. That's the two things.
Yep.
You're mad and want to hump when you
It's like the
you're
two
that way.
staples of
Huh?
metal
I'm
music.
still that way.
You're still that way. I still feel like that. Yeah, no, that's great. That's
No,
great.
I don't mind music that has a little bit of the, but I
Yeah.
don't want a lot of it.
Well, right, like when Five
Disturbed.
Finger Death Punch, or
Yeah,
Disturbed,
Five Finger.
wah,
Yeah.
and you have that song. That was just enough for me.
Yep.
That I'm
Right,
like, okay,
right.
yeah, I can accept that. When it's long term stuff,
Oh, yeah.
The whole
and it's a
song.
lot of the song like
Right,
that,
Right.
Yeah, I can't do
it's
it.
not for me. Now
You have to Google the lyrics.
I don't. I'm not hating on people that like it. That's fine. I assume you're very angry if you do.
Yeah.
Because I mean, why else are you
Right,
listening
right.
to that?
Yeah.
You'd have to feel. I mean, you don't even really know the words unless you read
Yeah,
them
you
ahead.
got to look them up. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you got to follow the bouncing ball or something because you can't understand
Yeah.
what he's saying. Every once in a while, he'll accidentally say a word you understand. Satan. And it's like, yeah, okay, But yeah, I'm not. I don't like the screamo so
yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Now, what's
Dakota says Iron Maiden.
Oh, Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden,
Hell
yeah.
yeah, Bruce Dickinson.
Yep.
Yeah, no, there's a hell of a. I like them guys. Those
Seventh
guys a
son of the
lot.
seventh son.
Yeah, I like
Motorhead.
if you're gonna die with your boots on.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Motorhead.
Motorhead, Lemmy Kilmister. Yeah, they had some good one. Ace of Spades.
R.I.P. to Lemmy, man.
Yeah,
He just
a
died
lot,
few
lot
years
of people
ago.
learned about metal through Guitar Hero.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
a lot of people learned about metal from Guitar Hero
A lot of
because
people learned about a lot of old songs through Guitar
that's really
Hero.
true. That's true. I bet there's songs that a lot of people learned on that they didn't know before
Oh,
or
yeah.
in their era, and they still get down to it.
1,000%. You talk to some young 20-year-olds and bring up a song, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the one off Guitar
Yeah,
Hero."
Yeah.
Barracuda. Yeah, no, I know what. You know that song?
Have you ever done it on expert mode? No, we saw.
Oh man, my son could do that on expert mode. He would play that Guitar Hero. He won a contest doing it, won a trophy.
That was huge when it
Really?
came out, huh?
Oh yeah, no, he made this guy was so mad. We went to a big there's like a Saline County like a festival at Mills Park, and they had a Guitar Hero contest, and this was way pre-pandemic. He was God, I don't know, maybe 12,
Okay.
12, 13, something like that, you know. And they had a thing, and he goes, "Well, I'm good at that. I want to enter." I said, "Well, go ahead."
Go for
Right.
it.
Go for
And
it.
so, you know, he beat 2 or 3 kids. The last one that he had faced was a grown ass man who entered. And this
Dedicated his
grown ass
whole life to
man
it.
had spent a lot of time working on his craft. And they asked my son, "Well, what level do you want to play?" He said, "Go expert." And they went expert on it. And my son made this
Slayed it.
grown man tear up because
Wow.
he beat his ass in front of his girlfriend and everybody. And this guy, I've never seen a man look more dejected than when my 12,
defeated.
13-year-old son beat his ass at Guitar Hero in the middle of the park with a crowd around. And this guy's got to walk back to the car with his girlfriend, a grown man
The
going,
second place
"Yeah,
trophy.
you just got your ass beat by a kid." Yeah, she probably broke up with him that
Probably
night.
right
Yeah,
there.
I can't be with you. I
I only
can't be
take
seen with you,
champion
man.
rock band players.
That's right. That's right, man.
The Guitar Hero was huge when it first came
Oh,
out.
my
I mean,
God,
it took
yeah.
over the world.
Yeah, there's that. We've got a thing. I'm trying to remember the name of it, and Gunnar and I have been talking about employing it, which is there's a game apparently, and I don't remember the name, but you connect it to an actual guitar, and it's like Guitar Hero, but with a real guitar.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I do remember what you're talking
And,
about.
and so you play it, and you got to hit the notes
That's
on a
what's
real
up. That's
guitar.
cool. That's cool.
And so I was thinking about, you know, when bands come through here,
yeah.
you know, having the guitarist putting it up
Right.
and have them play it to see
Hell yeah.
how each one does, you
Right.
know, and have them all play the same thing so we can
That's
see
cool
the
idea.
score
I
on
like
it,
that.
you know.
It was called Rocksmith.
Well, that's it,
That was
Rocksmith.
the
Yeah,
game,
yeah,
yeah.
Rocksmith.
Yep,
That's
yep.
and so we have that game in house, and we've been thinking about using that. I thought that'd be a fun thing
I say go
that's
for it.
awesome.
next
Yeah,
year as a Friday thing when the bands come in, have them, you know, or even if just guitarists want to come in and try it and
Yeah,
Right.
take the shot, you know, and get a little time on TV on our show.
Hell yeah,
I think
that's
that'd be cool to do. You know, it'd be a lot of fun to have all
Garage
these
Band
different
Friday.
guitarists come and do that. I think that'd be super
I
fun.
think
man.
so.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Going back to the topic earlier, Gunnar had posted on chat here. He annoys his wife by saying, "That's bussin'."
That's bussin'. No, I've never said that's bussin' in my life. I never will say that's bussin' in my life. You know, I hate it when you hear something so much and you don't like it and it still gets stuck in your head.
Right.
And that's there's one of
What's
those
that
right now.
bussin'?
My wife watches, which I don't even like, which is this world of t-shirts, and the guy goes, "Put the fries in the bag, bitch." And I don't even like it. I think they're making fun of this guy. He's autistic.
Right.
But they say it so much at my house now. I catch myself wanting to say it, and I'm like, I don't even want to say it, and I want to say it. You know, it's such a weird thing.
No, one for me like
Literally
that.
planted in your mind.
One for me like that is fam.
Fam.
Oh,
yeah.
fam, yeah.
I hated it, and I use it all the time.
Yeah, I use it all the time now. Yeah, no, I'll say fam. Yeah,
Instead
definitely.
of like bro. Or,
Yeah, what's up, fam?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like fam.
Lit.
Lit,
Lit.
yeah, lit AF, baby. Yeah, lit.
Hey, I'm going to give a
Yeah.
shout out to the Tactical Turkey. He says he likes my hair.
Andy does.
Oh, nice.
yeah, you have
Nice.
similar haircuts.
Yeah.
Real similar
Tactical
styles.
turkey.
Yeah, yeah. No, he's got. Hey, Andy, when am I coming out there to blow some stuff up, man? He's got the what's that stuff called?
Tannerite.
Tannerite. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna go blow some stuff up, have some fun with it. Yeah.
Call me.
Hell yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
Call
he's
me.
like, call me.
Oh, you wanna
Oh,
blow
yeah.
I
stuff
think we
up
all
too?
need
That's what
to.
I used to do for 11 years.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's true. You did, didn't you? Yeah.
Call me. Let's go.
Yeah, the Hurt Locker was exactly like real life.
Not even close. It was in real life in Hollywood.
If you say anybody who's ever done explosive stuff will tell you that it may
movie's
be a
full of
great
shit.
movie, but it's full of shit. Yeah, it's not even close to
horrible.
it.
Right.
Yeah, but it is a great movie. I mean, it
Yeah,
really
yeah,
is.
good
The only scene in that whole movie that I could absolutely relate to was the grocery store scene.
Mhm.
When
I
he's
don't
standing
remember that
there,
specifically.
he just got back from the one tour, and they said, "Oh, we forgot cereal." And so he goes back to get cereal, and he's standing in the middle of the aisle, looking at all the varieties of cereal and everything. And it's kind of a really weird, surreal.
Like
that was
an overwhelming
it was over-
moment.
exactly.
Right,
Yeah.
right. How
He
much
just
just
grabs one.
consumption we
Yeah.
have and comparatively.
So if you watch it, I mean, I know the actor. He's a good actor.
Oh
He does a
yeah,
great job of just looking frustrated.
Jeremy
as-
Renner. Yeah.
and he has one box and walks off. That was the only scene through that whole movie that I went.
That's relatable. Yeah.
Relatable.
Yeah. The rest of it, you
The
didn't.
rest of it,
so
I was
much.
just, it was, and I can't,
Hollywood.
and I have a hard time watching those movies. I really do. I
Right,
can't.
right.
Well, because you're so experienced with it. I mean, you have actual knowledge of it, where the rest of us are just clowns watching it. You know.
Yeah, it's
I
hard
mean-
not to just pick it apart when you're
Yeah, I
watching.
mean,
it.
look,
and
you
I,
have
and I do,
experience.
and I do. Like I
One
went
of
and
my-
watched American Sniper.
Yeah.
They would show the one scene and they were rolling, and their tires were so clean.
Yeah.
I remember they showed the tires; they're like all black, and I was like, "Man, those tires are really clean."
Yeah. Well, it's Hollywood. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But it's just one of those, and yeah.
You can't help but
I
pick it
love
apart.
I love the movie Armageddon, but I'm not
Oh,
sure
yeah.
there's one lick of science in it that's accurate. You know, not one lick it I think is
Right.
probably accurate at all.
No, I'm a big fan of Armageddon. Yeah, I liked Armageddon.
Oh man, it was a hell of a. I mean, it's a
Oh, that
great
was really nice,
blockbuster, man. Yeah, that was he was his prime. Harry Stamper, he never misses, right?
I never missed it.
young Ben. Yeah, that's right. Young Ben Affleck.
Yep.
He always
Uh,
plays whiny when every Ben Affleck movie when he first came on the scene.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
always like a whiner,
Right.
Yeah,
and it just threw me off. I
yeah,
had a hard time. The Gone Girl, he did a great job in,
yeah.
but other than no,
I'm sure he did. I haven't watched that. It looks depressing. I don't watch depressing movies.
I think I watched it during
Yeah.
COVID and
No.
whatnot because it was on TV, had nothing else to do, so
The
I
only-
watched it.
Only way I'll ever watch a movie that's depressing or sad is if Laura makes me. Otherwise, I'm not interested. That's 2 hours. I don't want to cry today.
No, no, you're not
Yeah.
going to cry. It was
Yeah.
just no. It's not really depressing. It's just dark.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dark. It's
Yeah.
dark, and I guarantee everybody in the world has met somebody like her.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife hates watching movies with me because no matter what it is, whether it doesn't have to be anything I'm even really experienced in, I can't help but pick the little shit in movies apart.
Oh,
It
you're
drives
that
my
guy.
wife
Yeah.
crazy.
No, she's like you're messing up my.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm like, oh,
suspending
this is so
disbelief.
unrealistic if they
I'm
just,
suspended
bobbed
disbelief,
left.
and you're breaking the wall for me. Yeah.
exactly.
Did you ever
Yeah.
do the underwater movies and try and hold your breath and time with the actors?
Oh,
and everything?
100%. I would have
You know-
died.
Man, I almost died during Nemo.
Yeah.
Dad joke.
know.
Yeah,
Here's
dad
true
joke.
story though. Did you know that I don't remember what the Mission Impossible number was, but Tom Cruise and his crazy ass held his breath like 6 minutes
Holy shit.
Oh wow!
to be able to do the underwater scene.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
not even kidding about that. I'm not even
I
exaggerating
don't
about
know if
that.
I've just
He's got a
smoked-
lot of experience with fish and stuff, so
I don't know.
Oh my God. Yeah. That.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I've just smoked too much in my life, but I can't make it past a minute underwater.
No,
I mean,
I think it takes a lot of practice to actually do it.
I do that all the time. You watching movies and dude, it's been underwater. I would have died 4 minutes ago. There's no way I'd have made it.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
in the movie The Abyss. Yeah, I'd been
Oh,
dead
yeah, I'd
10
been
or
dead.
12 times. Yeah, no, I'm
That's the second time I've heard y'all bring up Abyss today. I never hear anybody reference that movie.
no.
Yeah, I love the movie.
That was a
There-
great movie. Ed Harris is awesome,
there-
man.
Next time you watch it, keep a lookout. There's an Arkansas Razorback hat in that movie.
Is there really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. One of the main characters is wearing a Woo Pig Suey, old school 70s.
I hadn't even thought about
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I got
I-
it. It's been so long since I've seen it.
Right.
But yeah, Ed Harris, anything he was ever in, I liked, and he's such a great actor,
You
man.
didn't have a lot of movies like that when that came out, and just the the wonder it left you with,
Yeah.
like, oh, dude, I never even thought
Well,
about
why do
that.
you think
know?
all this the stuff about the orbs coming out of the ocean?
Right,
That's
right,
all
yeah,
that thanks to the
exactly.
abyss. I mean, if it wasn't for the abyss, nobody had ever thought of that.
Yeah.
Soft disclosure.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah,
Exactly.
disclosure.
Like Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah.
Right. That's it.
And the movie Nope. What'll get you is the movie. Have you seen the movie Nope?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay, if you look at in the credits.
Is that the alien one?
Yeah.
I have not seen it yet, but
Okay,
go ahead.
watch it. At the end of the credits, it says the department, one of our government agencies, and I
Mhm.
can't remember them one off the top of my head. They were researched and like got information from, supported the show.
That's interesting.
Just throwing that out there.
Right.
Soft
Is
disclosure.
it a good? Did you like the movie, by the way?
Yeah, I did.
I
I
haven't
enjoyed
seen it.
Yeah,
so
I like.
I don't know. Have you seen it?
What's that?
Oh, you hadn't seen it. Have you seen it?
I did. I saw it, and I was kind of disappointed in it. I feel like there was just a lot of buildup, where they,
it was overhyped to you.
not even so much overhyped. They kind of almost advertised it. As
What
a
it is.
different dynamic than what that movie actually was.
So you thought you were going to an action movie,
right, yeah,
and what was it?
yeah. It's just you hardly ever see the character of the movie, the main alien character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you hardly see it. It's kind of just one of those that's shrouded in mystery.
Yeah,
the whole
see, and
movie.
that's annoying
It's
to
like
me
an
a little
early
bit.
Jaws.
Like what?
Yeah,
Like Jaws.
Yeah.
exactly.
Well,
You see glimpses of the
Well,
shark through the whole movie.
Jaws, even the original, is still better than almost any shark movie you could make today.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, that animatronic shark was
don't know.
Bruce. They called it Bruce.
Sharknado.
Yeah.
Yep. Bruce.
Sharknado gives it a run for its money. They've made like 5 Sharknados.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking. Sharknado definitely gives a run for the money.
Sharknado with the
It's
cast
got-
from 90210.
If it's got Tara Reid in it, it's got to be
Reid.
a classic, right?
Tactical Turkey says he's got a challenge to issue to you.
Okay.
Somebody wants to stop by the show again one day and bring some toys. for
Okay.
sure.
Well, come on. When are you coming, Andy? When do you want to do it? After the first of the year sometime. Absolutely. I'd love to have you back in. So bring your stuff by. I like show and tell. It's fun.
yeah.
Especially if it involves something blowing up or being shot or
Cool.
anything like
Yeah.
that. I'm a dude.
Slam through a table.
Yeah.
we gotta get a table.
Yeah.
Hey, we got let him talk his shit. He's gonna.
No, he's getting ready to go through a table.
I gotta get it in while I can.
You better tie your shoes, bitch. I know that.
We're doing that after the first of the year, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess
Yeah.
so.
I'll
It
find us
looks
a
like it.
table, and you're gonna do the slam. So.
Yes, I'm absolutely
Nice.
doing that.
He sent me the text. He was like, because I was like, all right, who wants to come in and slam me through a table? And he was like, I'm doing it.
Oh no, I got this.
And then I was like, new number,
Yeah.
who dis?
Who dis? Yeah. Yeah, it's like, no, wait a minute. This is retribution. You can't have that.
Get a little redemption.
Yeah. Hey, let's do this. We got a lot to do. Oh, wait.
Listen up now, I'll tell you a story. Without a doubt, it's kinda gory. It's the worst news you could ever hear. Things just like this make you fear. Lying lunched on a dumb guy's knee, or a big hard fuck drowning somebody. Why you laughing? Why you laughing? This shit ain't funny. What? This shit ain't funny.
It's not.
funny.
It's definitely not funny. Definitely not funny.
I'm sure.
The young woman who tore her own eyes out while high on meth. Let me just start that sentence again for you. I see people looking at me funny. The young woman who ripped her own eyes out while high on meth,
Was that in Little Rock?
it was not, is sharing now more details about that day to warn others about the dangers. That's a pretty good warning without any detail.
Yeah.
Kaylee Muthart, Muthart was 20 when she said she had a psychotic episode while on meth. She said it made her think everything would end abruptly and everyone would die if I didn't tear my eyes out immediately.
Okay.
Yeah?
She did. She said during high school she often smoked weed on the weekends, maintained straight A's, earned a spot in the National Honor Society. Said she avoided harder drugs because addiction ran in her family, but when she was 19, a friend gave her a Primo joint, and that made her want to do more stuff. So she went from smoking meth to shooting it up, which I'm sure has to be vastly more
Right.
Yeah.
bad, you know. She took a larger than normal dose, it says, and it was the final time before she quit. Well, I would think ripping your own eyes out might make you
Yeah,
quit.
I mean, yeah.
That
I mean,
did it.
first of all, you can't even find it then. You know, I mean,
Looking around like
how are you going to look in the carpet for, you know,
Your eyeball-
pieces of
right.
looking
you know,
around like
carpet shark? It says it says the memory of that day is foggy. She recalls walking along train tracks to go to church. A friend she had been staying with drove by and said she had locked their house. She said being locked out somehow translated to "my sacrifice is the key to saving the world." She said, "I remember thinking someone had to sacrifice something important to right the world, and that person was me." So she said she explained at that moment the drugs numbed her to the pain. She said, "I pushed my thumb, pointer, and middle finger into each eye, ripped it, twisted, and pulled it out till it popped."
Oh, man. Good Lord.
Who turned the lights out?
Yeah, I
what
don't
it
like that
sounds
sound they're doing. I don't like that.
She said the church pastor found her screaming, "I want to see the light." Yeah, I
I
bet.
ain't seeing shit.
No, I said, the only
ain't
thing
seen
I'm
a
seeing
damn
is
thing.
the ground moving.
Yeah.
Wow.
He said he found me. I was holding my eyeballs in my hands. I'd squished them.
Jesus Christ.
What? What is your
That's
problem, man?
crazy. That's crazy. That shit ain't funny.
No, it definitely is not funny. That's a
Oh.
terrible story, man.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Don't do drugs,
Right.
kids.
That's
Okay?
why we don't do drugs.
Okay. It's bad.
Most I
Okay.
do after smoking a good, few bowls or something is
I
go
might
to
kill
bed
a
with
bowl of cereal.
Right, exactly.
I'll kill that.
Go to
you know?
bed with a stomach ache from eating too much chocolate or something. I'm
It's
not
not
tearing
pretty.
my eyeballs out.
No, it's not pretty when
I
I
like
kill
it.
that cereal, but
I like how she tried to blame it on weed, too. She's like, oh,
Yeah.
I just
Right.
Yeah, she started off with that
smoking
one.
weed.
Yeah.
it was a gateway drug.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
get out of here.
An American couple was executed while on vacation in Mexico. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
You don't expect to go to vacation and be executed, you know?
It's Mexico.
Rafael Cardona and his wife Gloria were traveling in a pickup truck when they came under fire and were shot to death. Cardona was the brother-in-law of a mayor. Okay, so there's a political
Okay.
aspect to it. Cardona's sister and the mayor's wife, Lucy, is the director of the city's national system for family development. But it says Gloria was a U.S. citizen. She was declared dead at the scene. And Rafael, who was born in the U.S., was rushed to the hospital, but also died. So unknown why the couple were attacked, but I would assume it's political.
Yeah, the political time.
Yeah, that's what they like to do there
No
is smoke.
mystery there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now there was not long ago, the cartel went to a small, it was like a village basically at the border, and literally killed everybody in the village,
I believe it.
every single person in the village, because that's what the cartel does. I mean,
Yeah. They're
you know,
not good people.
no, they're typically not the party starter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're
For
definitely
the party ender.
Yeah, they come
Oh,
in.
they'll definitely do that. All right, here you go. A Florida mom and a business owner was killed trying to stop shoplifters at the beauty supply store. Her name is Miriam Kim, 64. She was trying to stop two thieves at Beauty Max in Jacksonville, Florida, before the shoplifters fatally ran her over with their vehicle. Two individuals entered the business. One of them grabbed several items, ran out of the store. A store employee followed this individual to her car, which was ready for this person. At least three suspects were involved. Two entered the store. One drove the getaway. One of the suspects got into the car with the stolen items, while the third left on foot. Let's see. She was taken to the hospital after being hit by the vehicle, but succumbed to her injuries. Well, why are you chasing them out
why
the
are you
damn
snitching?
Oh,
store?
let me answer that one real quick. I support that lady right there for chasing them out there. I
Yeah.
really do.
Oh, man.
And the reason why
you're
this-
on the snitch side.
No, it's not the snitch side. It's the fact of the matter where if you let them get away with it, they're going to keep coming to do it again.
Well, I know,
and
but
again and again. But now there's bringing awareness. Unfortunately, the lady had to die, but they're
Yeah, I
bringing
mean-
awareness to this. You know, you see it all the time on the news feed. This person just walked out of Walmart with $600.
Well, right. No doubt about it, but I'm not going to die for it.
Yeah, I'm not going to die.
I mean,
for
look,
it.
I mean, I was thinking about it this morning. You know, I get out at this parking lot at 4:30 in the morning. It's pitch black.
Right.
I'm out here isolated, and every once in a while I think, man, somebody could carjack me,
Yeah.
and if they do, I'm going to go. Here you go. Would you like my wallet too?
See, I'm going to
I ain't
fight
gonna-
for my. But my thing is, I'm going to fight.
I'm not going to fight. Now, if you don't have a weapon, I might fight you, but I mean, I'm not going to just give you my car. But if you got a gun, I'm be like, okay, Can you show me, is it loaded?
Yeah, exactly.
Fire a warning shot that
Right.
way and
Yeah,
prove
just
to me it's
prove me
loaded.
this. And by the
and
time
you
they're
can
doing
have
that,
it.
then
Yeah.
okay, take them down. But I don't know. I just we live in a society now where it's like,
You're right.
if they
People
come in, they
just
say,
take
hey,
things.
hey, we're gonna rob you. We're gonna do this, and we're trained to be like, okay, here you go.
Right.
Right.
Mhm.
150 years ago, you walked in somewhere and said, hey, I'm gonna rob you. You were shot.
Right.
Yeah.
We stood up. We fought back. And nowadays
Yeah.
we don't. And that's the reason why it's going everywhere.
Well, now if you shoot someone who breaks into your house and they live, they might sue you.
Yeah, I was gonna say you get.
They're not going to live.
Yeah.
They're not gonna live.
That's the key. That's the key. No survivors.
Exactly. They're
Always
not going
the
to
key.
live.
There's no witnesses.
Nope.
Right.
Nope.
Poor
don't-
lady though.
I'll-
Died.
I'm
And I
gonna-
feel bad the lady passed away, and I'm willing to bet that was probably her store.
yeah, no, it
Yeah,
was.
They
She
robbed
owned
from.
it,
So that's
yeah.
her livelihood.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I get that for
No,
sure.
I
If
get
it's
it.
like a mom and pop shop,
Sure.
but
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
that's what they're
gonna.
targeting, though.
I'm not gonna die playing Debbie Do Good outside of Walmart.
Right.
Like, hey, grab me some shit while you're in there, dude.
Right.
Like,
No, hell no,
Yeah.
man. I'm not going to do that. All right, this is a different kind. 2 luxury real estate agents and their brother are accused of drugging and sexually assaulting dozens of women, according to a federal indictment. Tal, who's 38, and Orrin Alexander, 37. They're 2 prominent jet set brokers in New York and Miami. Their brother Alan, Orrin's identical twin, arrested in Miami Beach Wednesday. Prosecutors allege the brothers worked together and with others known and unknown to repeatedly assault dozens of victims in New York, Miami, and elsewhere. The conduct, as alleged, was heinous. This is the U.S. attorney. The brothers arranged for these in advance using the promise of luxury experiences, travel, and accommodations to lure and entice women to locations where they were then assaulted, sometimes by all the brothers. At times, the brothers physically restrained, held their victims down. According to charges, the 3 brothers had conspired in the trafficking scheme since 2010. In the letter, the prosecutors asked the court to deny the brothers bail while also revealing some additional details, which I'm going to spare you because they're not very good. But how horrible. I mean, man.
Castration.
Yeah, these guys need to be taken out back and just shot. This is the whole problem. These
Castration.
kind of guys right here are the problem.
Yep.
And we need to deal with the problem appropriately by
Right.
ending it, not
Castration.
allowing them to breed anymore. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, castration would be a minimum.
Yep.
You can also air condition their brain, and that works really well. I understand, to stop sexual assault. You know what I'm saying?
And it
But,
usually
you know.
saves money on our judicial system.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
Yeah,
just roll
there
the
we go.
tarp out,
It's cheap.
get the shot, roll it up, take it out to the dump. We're
Problem
good. All right. What are we doing the rest of the day,
I
Matt?
was gonna say switching subjects here real quick here
Yeah.
before you answer that. They
Oh,
want
okay.
Dakota wants to know what's going on with the Wheel of Pain.
The Wheel of Pain will start in January. We've got the wheel. We now have the
yeah.
thing on it, the little arrow, and I'm getting the triangles made. We will start that. And the way the Wheel of Pain is going to work, we'll spin it on Mondays, and then on Friday, whatever it's landed on, I'll have to endure.
Nice.
And I had to do it that way because some of the items on there I can't procure immediately
Right.
to implement the pain. So it may take, if Nathan Kirby's going to come in and gut punch me, because apparently that's one of them. And if you see that dude, go look at the post we did about
No, I'm
the
not.
hairy chest thing that we did that post.
Oh yeah, I
And
won
he-
that by the way.
Yeah, did you? Well, good for you, man. You're a real
Did you
sex
see
symbol.
Nathan's picture? I think
Yeah,
we won.
Nathan posted his, and I was like, "That's the dude I said I'd let punch me in the gut."
Yeah.
His arms look like Popeye. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, man. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
what's going on with that.
what's some teasers? What's some things gonna be on that? little thing?
shot collar,
Oh, okay.
Oh nice.
paintball gun shot,
Okay.
Okay.
the Nathan Kirby punch.
We're gonna do
What's that thing called over there?
What is that?
Kendo?
Kendo stick?
Kendo stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whooping stick. That's one of them.
Got
I don't want to
the,
take that. That thing looks
menstrual
brutal.
cramp simulator. Is that on there?
Yeah.
Oh, you've done that one, right?
Well, I have, but
Okay.
if people wanted it protracted,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
terrible. By the way, I was so mad at Amanda after that show. I was like, just don't talk to me for like 5-6 minutes, man. I
Yeah,
need some space
I need a
from you. Yeah, no, you've been jazzing me all morning, man. And that stuff was, I'd be like, oh, God. That shit's rough, man. That's hardcore. But yeah, and I'm open to other ideas for the Wheel of Pain.
Yeah,
So
ask
I'm
for
certainly
some
soliciting
suggestions.
for suggestions out there if you've got some good ones.
Dakota
I
says
think,
that you have to eat a Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, I think that's one of them.
Is that
Eating
gonna
a
be on
hot
there?
pepper might be one of them.
Okay.
Yeah. The one chip challenge or the Reaper or whatever it's going to be, something stupid that I hate.
Yeah.
Because that is ridiculously painful, to
Yeah,
be honest
those-
with you.
those
Those are
aren't fun.
they last a long
Yeah.
time, man.
That's why
to linger on that
when
stuff.
Rich threw out the world's hottest gummy bear for our Michigan Arkansas bet, I was like, I can't do
Nah.
it. I can't sign up for those. I've done a
No.
couple.
Should have
of
left
them,
it there and just
They're
walked
just
away, but
Yeah,
you
you
know, I
should
had to
have.
gamble.
You sure should have.
and
But you didn't, did you?
yeah, go home.
Get ready to get slammed, baby. All right. What's going on the rest of the day? What's up with the Drunken Cryptids? How do people find you out there?
All right, so I'm actually doing an interview tonight with another podcast. We're going to be talking about the drone situation.
Okay.
That's the Uncomfortable podcast. Drunken Cryptids.
That was this one today as well with you
I
here.
know, which is, yeah,
Every
so
time you're here, it's uncomfortable.
always
So it's
uncomfortable.
perfect. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
But no, you can find me on all the streaming services. Like I said, we had the contest going on, 500 subscribers by January 15th. I am doing a live meet and greet and doing interviews at the Censored Monkey on January 14th.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
So, yeah, up
Very
there in
cool.
Cabot. Yeah, good group
Yeah.
of guys up
We
there.
get up there January 14th, and
It'll be
you
7
know
p.m. to 10 p.m.
that's cool, man. Get out
Nice.
there and meet Matt and the team, and get some pictures and
Yep.
selfies, all that stuff going on.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
cool.
have merchandise up there. And of course, if you've had an account or you want to talk about it, email
Mhm.
me, drunkencryptids@gmail.com. But
All right.
yeah. that's
What
all.
about Vapors Championship Wrestling? What's going on with that? What's
Oh.
next and what's happening?
We're just ramping up, man, getting our card and everything set for our March event, and obviously just looking at all the logistics and everything, and moving everything here for that. So that'll be
Yeah.
we'll
Well,
make our
we
return.
do have an event before March, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say we do have an event before then. That is the Arkin Brawl,
Nice.
That's right, baby.
and that'll
Oh,
be 4 different promotions. One of them, of course, being Vapors Championship Wrestling. Got a lot of great matches set for the card, and the main
What is
event.
it? 8 matches? 8 matches?
9, I think.
9
last I
matches,
counted.
okay.
Yeah. We've got the first ever Arkansas scaffolding match that we're gonna have.
That's gonna be sweet.
Yeah, there's going to be scaffolding set up about 10 to 12 feet above the ring. And basically, the whole point of the match is just,
Not
shove
fall
your-
off.
knock your opponent off of the scaffold down to the mat.
Yeah.
That's
So what are we gonna do here? Are we gonna have to take over the show? I mean, if you win the championship, you've got a new career lined out.
We'll work it out.
Yeah.
You know,
we'll figure
I
it
take
out.
these things one step at a time. If I
Right.
win the championship, it's because I deserve to win, and
Yeah,
I may
yeah.
have to take it on the road. I don't know.
Right.
After I get done stomping a mud hole in Jimmy Buffet's back, I'll let you know what my plans are.
Dude, I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
Going to Disneyland.
Yeah.
And also speaking about that, at that event, we just confirmed it. Matt's going to help me out some on the announcing
Oh, that's
duties, so
great,
we're going to
that's
tag
great.
team that.
Yeah,
That
so
is
high
awesome.
five on that one.
I'm ready for it. Let's
That was gay.
You're just
Oh,
jealous.
man,
Right. But yeah, we're still looking for more help
How
for
do-
it, especially
yeah. How do people find Vapors Championship Wrestling? What do they do?
Facebook Vapors Championship Wrestling.
That's
Simple as
that
that.
simple.
Yep.
All right. So they can follow, see what's going on. Follow the league and follow all the different fighters and
Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
we feel once we get started again in March, we'll have all of our event news. Little trash talking between competitors. We post
Yeah.
that on there. And
yeah.
it stays active. So if you're not following it yet, be sure to do that.
Nice.
Vapors Championship Wrestling on Facebook,
Hell
and of
yeah.
course you can just keep up with me in general. Just Rich Onefall on Facebook.
Rich
Nice.
One Fall.
Yeah, nice.
All right. And what if they need Bundy Electric? How do they need to go about that one?
Man, just find me on Facebook. My personal cell phone number's on that page. Just reach out to me or send me a message, and we'll get you fixed up.
Yeah. He especially likes text of penis.
Yeah.
You can send him a nice dong pic.
yeah.
He really appreciates those,
I'm
don't you?
I might charge you a little more, but yeah. I'll take it.
As long as you're getting a job. that's fine.
exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
All right. And of course, you can find me on Facebook or at Patrick and the People. You can message me there if you need help selling a house. Matter of fact, we talked about it yesterday. And lo and behold, yesterday evening, I had someone reach out to me, and now
Yeah.
I'm going to help them sell their house. Yeah. So I'm
Awesome.
super excited about that. If you need to buy a home or if you need to sell a home, let me help you. You're going to have a lot of fun, and I fight hard for my people, and I make sure they're taken care of. So you want someone to watch your back and help you get a great deal and have a little fun, then give me a call, a shout out. But as always, thank you, because without you sharing this, without you telling people about this, without you showing up every day, we are not here. So we couldn't be more grateful and thankful every single day that you choose us. So have a hell of a day, and we're going to see you tomorrow. All right.
See you guys later.
Later.